Welcome back to the Almost Friday podcast. Today we have a very special, very, very special guest, a great friend of ours, and an amazing, brilliant comedian, Brooks Whelan, who hails from Iowa originally. He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. And his special is out right now on YouTube.
Alive in Alaska.
Alive in
In the
Alaska.
description.
Yeah, we got the link right there. Seriously, check it out. I think it's one of the funniest specials ever fucking released.
It is.
And should I say that I fucked?
He's one of the funniest guys there are.
Emily fucked up. Emily fucked this episode up.
Basically-
Yeah, Emily forgot to record.
No, I didn't forget to record.
Oh, she on purpose didn't record 1
No,
hour of the
The visual.
SSD card was full and it lost an hour of the video portion. So if you want to go and listen on Spotify so you can really have a better experience, I don't blame
be
you.
the same experience, right?
If you want to stay, I deserve all the bullying, but please
No,
try
you
to be
don't.
kind.
You don't
You
deserve.
don't
You don't
that.
deserve any bullying.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, and it'll never happen again. I already cried about it. So,
Did you?
and let's get into the episode.
Well, don't promise it won't happen again.
Because it's gonna.
I'll promise to try and do better and take
Because
my
then there's
ADHD
gonna
meds.
be a blinder blunder highlight reel, or a low light
Yeah.
bottom. Anyone know the reference? And they're gonna start with that clip, and then it's gonna be blunder put to like Imagine Dragons.
Okay, well,
Radioactive.
all right, let's.
I'm waking up
my bones.
enough to
Make my system.
waking up, soaking wet, had another dream about dad.
Or you could do it again now.
Shut up, bitch.
Okay.
Shut up, bitch. Yeah, no, Emily's like, yeah, do it. We go, got it, Emily? And she goes, wait, the camera, the lens was on.
Press record and make sure it's recording.
Guys, it was recorded.
I wish I was dead.
I wish I was dead.
What are you doing this
I
weekend?
wanted to start off 2025 strong, but I'm in such a dark aura.
Me too, dude.
What do I do? What am I doing wrong with my life?
I think you're doing a lot of things right.
I don't think I am.
I think you're. I will say,
I'm not too pumped about where I'm at.
the other day, Angus, when I left the living room to go do something, and we were just watching a program of sorts, and I came out of my room about an hour and a half later. All the lights were still off. Angus was on his phone, doom scrolling on the couch,
I was real sad.
and we were still like, we had just exited out of the movie we were watching, and he
You know what sucks is you were like, you want to watch a movie, and I was like, I can't. I really got to go to bed. And you're like, oh damn, okay. You left for an hour and a half and came back, and I was all lights off, doom scrolling.
Yeah,
So we could have watched a movie.
I know.
Do you ever go down a dark rabbit hole on TikTok? Stop touching.
True. Sorry,
I know you need a fidget spinner.
I know.
Stop touching. Start recording.
Bang.
Okay.
That's a binder bang.
Well, we can't put that in because we have to pretend.
Keep it in. Tell your story. Troll.
It's an Easter egg.
Yeah, it's an Easter egg. For,
Okay, but didn't
for
you
those
wanna-
about to rock.
I know. I'm kidding. You can cut it. I don't give a shit. I don't care about anything. I don't care about this podcast.
Keep it and tell your fucking tale.
What tail?
You had a tail.
Oh. Do you ever find
Sorry, I
yourself on a...
Sorry, I screamed at you.
Please, I deserve to be screamed
You
at.
do not deserve to be screamed.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
None of us do.
Yes, I do.
No,
I
you
deserve
don't.
to be, like, choked until I die.
No,
No,
you
you know what you deserve, Emily? You deserve a firm handshake and a
No.
pat on the back
Nope.
saying, hey, you're a good person.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Well, there's some parts of you that are salvageable.
I hate myself sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's
I'm so proud of myself. Sometimes I hate myself to the point of, like, I don't deserve to be here.
And you
I don't
you
think-
were going to tell a story.
I don't think there is, and I'm being serious, and this is not for comedic effect. There's never been a moment in my life where I'm like, you know what, Will? I'm actually proud of you. You did it. You did it, buddy.
I've been, like, telling myself in my head how proud I am of you recently.
Yeah, but you're a chig.
Yeah, you are Chig.
You're a chig.
So if I was a guy and I said I was proud of you, you'd care?
if you were a guy with a six pack, it'd mean the world to me.
Yeah.
If you were a guy with a six pack and slick back blonde hair with aviators on and a cool tattoos like Billy's. If Billy told me he was proud of me, I'd be happy. I
I'd be
guess
the
that's
happiest guy in the world.
Yeah.
If Aaron Taylor Johnson told me he was proud of me, probably crumb my jeans.
My apprentice wouldn't flip inside.
My apprentice would start doing backflips on it.
But
My
I
apprentice is doing backflips on other apprentices. Now think about that.
probably deserve to turn into mud.
So you know.
I probably deserve to be turned into oil. Alien spaceship comes, grabs my body,
We're gonna whale you
puts
to
me
extinction.
puts me in the aisle.
I'm going to use you for oil lamps. Basically,
I don't even deserve that. I don't even deserve to be converted into another form of energy or matter.
I'd use your skin and some of your organs to make gloves and hats to wear in the Arctic, kind of like they do with like seals.
Cara. For anyone watching Australian Survivor Season 8, I got a killer George impression.
Yeah, but if you haven't watched
Cara,
it, and if you aren't,
I'd love to turn her into a lamp or something. Is that all right, Cara? If I cut your head off and turn you into furniture, I think it would be good for the tribe. Cara, can I tell you a secret? I've never told anybody this, but my first shag was me mum.
Did someone actually say that?
Cara, I need to confide something in you. Is that all right with you, Cara?
this is a Nails impression, but nobody knows George from
Guys,
season
go watch
8 of
Survivor.
What I think is
Australia.
insane is that my first shag was me mum. I've got it on video. Would you like to see it, Cara? And I'm crushing this.
Dude, it's
You're
perfect.
crushing it, but nobody knows.
It's
Crushing
perfect.
this impression.
It's perfect. It's so fucking spot on.
Cara, would you like to watch me jack off, Cara? I'd really like that. If you'll watch me jack off, I'll give you my idol, Cara. Gotta hate you bastards. But I hate myself more.
That's all right. And Emily,
I'm so glad you found a little toy to play with.
what was the
instead
story
of
you were going to
just
tell?
Liam, play with my fingers.
Oh, I was just going to say I went down a deep, dark rabbit hole, a really depressing rabbit hole on TikTok of this, multiple people who are very, very sick. And I don't really want to get into it because it's just really dark. But like, do you ever find yourself getting down a rabbit hole of somebody who has something that, you've never heard of? And
Do we do that?
Every day.
Are you sure?
Last night we had one.
That's not even the case.
It's fascinating.
No, you're just saying it wrong. What we're talking about is I found a channel on TikTok. This is a great example of what we mean. So it's not as bad as it sounds.
Let me just say this real quick. It's shit you've never heard of. Like Down syndrome is like mainstream. Like that's
I'm giving an example.
yeah. Like if it's the rainbow, like Down syndrome's like the color red. We're talking shit you can't even see in this like realm, in this physical realm.
Me and Liam watched this, or I walked into his room and showed him this TikTok channel. Neither of us were laughing. And I was like, can you believe this is on TikTok? And it's a guy who, it looks like he has done the most cocaine a human being has ever done. So he's like twitching, biting, and he's talking about how the cops
were trying to fuck him.
were trying to R him.
Yeah.
And
wait, but was he on drugs?
No, that's what we're saying.
No, he was smoking meth.
Yeah, but there's other videos where he is clearly
he's schizophrenic and on meth.
yes.
Well, my situation is like you're doing people who choose that life. Like I'm watching people who didn't.
No, nobody's choosing schizophrenia.
Can explain what you're talking about?
I just feel bad talking about it because it's really sad.
You brought it up.
I know,
Yeah.
but I was just
You
trying.
brought it up to monetize it. This
Yeah.
is being monetized. What you're saying?
What are you doing this weekend? We'll move past you watching.
Well, I don't want to talk about what I'm doing this weekend because I don't want to brag about all the nice community service things that I will be doing this weekend.
Outside of that shit that nobody gives a fuck about, what are you doing this weekend?
Well, no one gives a fuck about anything I do, so it doesn't really matter.
God damn it, Binder.
I mean, like he's trying to pry information out of you.
Binder.
I'm going skiing next weekend.
He's got a crowbar jammed down your fucking esophagus.
I'm going skiing next weekend, then I'm going to Australia the weekend after that.
All right.
ruining Whitney's trip. Nice.
No,
Where
she's
you-
so excited for me to join.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
And then with the $15,000 that my brother won from his fantasy football,
Your brother's doing something weird, dude. I don't like that. The more that I sit with that story, it feels wrong, right?
Yeah, and if he keeps winning $15,000, it's time to figure out.
he's only done it once.
right.
This is the
That's
big.
because this is the first time he's tried uploading pictures of his feet.
How much did he give you
On
from his
OnlyFans.
15K?
Liam, can you lie down in this hole I dug?
I just want to measure it.
Just bend over. Just get down in there. I swear I'm not going to hit you with your shovel.
Do people have sex on Survivor?
People have.
George has.
George has. We were talking about that.
George had sex with the wildlife on the
Yeah.
island.
Well, in Survivor China, Amanda fucks.
There's a Survivor China.
Yeah. Well, like
crazy.
back when they were doing different countries for different
Hold on.
seasons.
What's your first reaction to that? Are
Stop doing that with your fingers and your eyes.
you talking to me?
No, her.
Oh.
All right, wait. Let's back up a little bit. What's one thing you're excited about this weekend that isn't whatever the fuck? That's something people would give a shit about because that's the point of this podcast.
No one. I'm trying to think of all the things I'm doing this weekend. And no one cares about any of them. Trust.
All right, give me the top 5. And
okay, I'll just tell you what I'm doing this weekend.
Go for it.
And then we can cut whatever you don't care about. Sure. And it's probably going to be all of it.
I'll raise my hand when I want something to cut.
Well, you're going to raise your hand right away. I know you. I know you. I know you.
She's on your ass.
Okay.
Angus, she's on your ass.
Okay.
Angus,
I know you.
Okay, so when you're telling a story and I raise my hand, I don't want you to stop telling a story because me and Liam as friends want to know.
But you're going to raise your hand the second a word comes out of my mouth.
I haven't heard the story.
Top 5. Cook. Go.
Okay, tonight I am cooking with my friends.
Nice. What are you making?
We don't know yet. I have to call them.
I'm trying. No, go on.
I have to go to a workout class at some point because I paid three for 30, and I have one more left. And I've also already went to 3 workout classes this week, which is the most I've ever done in 1 week. And I think that you all should be proud.
I am proud of you.
I saw your story. You're at a cycle class the other night.
My friend who teaches.
And I came up to you and I said I was very impressed.
I also just bought a pack of that I'm going to try. It lasts for 45 days, and I have 5 classes I have to take in 45 days, but I'm going to try to get them all done before Australia. So I get in shape.
Maybe you'll run into George in Australia.
Oh, Emily, I love the podcast.
Could you imagine? We have a lot of Australian. I'm really bad at an Australian accent.
Would you like to go on a date, Emily?
I would love to go on a date with you, George.
It's not bad.
What's he looking like?
You've got nice skin, Emily. I'm jealous of what you're working with.
Nice dark eyes.
Guys, we need to all go to Australia together. We have so many. We have such a big Australian audience.
Yeah, I mean, I got my passport now, so I can go wherever. I'm going to Canada in September, doing stand up.
That's different. That's in the same continent.
True. I'm just saying, I'm finally leaving this country. I'm out of here.
Is that your first time leaving the country?
Yeah, I've never left the country.
Really?
Mm-hmm. No.
This is your first time getting a passport?
Yeah, I got my passport a few months ago.
I'm worried you're not coming back.
I might like it up there too much if you catch my drift.
I feel like you're running away from me sometimes.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm running away from a lot of people.
No.
Me included.
It feels like you're running away from me. The way you've been acting at home.
I was going to say, ever since we moved in together, you changed.
You really changed.
You're like a different guy. I think you're heading in the wrong direction.
You too, bro.
Why do you think I'm running away?
Matt.
We're matching socks.
Sad.
No, we're not, actually.
Well, here's the thing. I get worried about you because I know that, like, this is going to sound weird, but, like, whenever I get sad, it starts raining.
Yeah. That's because you're the main character.
Whenever I'm really happy, it's like clear skies. Whenever I'm really angry, I got really angry last Tuesday.
You did?
Yeah. Guess what happened?
What happened?
The winds were stirring.
He didn't start the fires, but he was the reason behind the wind.
And I know that you feel the exact same emotions as me. Bleh. Hey, Will, have a coffee before you do your podcast, dummy.
Keep going.
But I get worried about you because sometimes I'm sitting up at night at 2 a.m. I'm tearing up, crying, probably feeling sorry for myself. I'm going, well, damn it, Liam is too. And I could go knock down that door, but damn it, he's been building that wall for 25 years now. I hope you have a big enough hammer, Will. And I hope you have enough willpower. Knock that damn wall down and go talk to your friend Liam. Of course, he doesn't care about what I'm going through.
It's not true.
Why should he?
That ain't true.
Why should he care?
That ain't true.
You don't even care. Why should he?
Will.
What are you saying?
Will's been leaving me real nice letters under my door. He knocks on my door and he slides the letter under, and then I can hear his little footsteps running away. And by the time I open my door, he's butt naked down the hall.
You know what's great? That just sounds like a bit you would make up.
Yeah, but that's real. He's really been doing that.
Writing letters?
He's been writing me notes and
What
knocking
kind of
on the
letters?
door. I can't even tell you.
Why?
I can't even tell you what he's
Because
been.
I'm an evil guy.
Because he's been writing me naughty little letters.
Like
And then-
like what? Like what?
I can't.
I'll never tell.
I can't even tell you.
But can you give it a generic
No,
explanation?
No, because if
I
he
can't-
did,
I can't.
then
Like,
The
is he
pod-
saying like he wants to like?
No, I can't even tell you.
Is it like sexual stuff?
Nope.
Uh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, like
Yeah,
He's
Or is he
naked
telling
when
you-
he's leaving.
let's
him.
just say this: it's a lot of drawings.
It's a lot of drawings, and it's
Aw,
naked drawings.
You should
of
collect
him.
them all.
it's naked drawings, and when he looks up, I say, "Which do you like better?"
The other night, it's late at night. Knock on my door. He slides a note underneath it. I shit you not. I pick it up. I start reading it. The second I read the first thing, I don't even know he's still outside my door. He plays a voice recording that he'd already made. So now it's narrating what I'm reading.
I think I have it.
Play it. We'll bleep the bad part. Taking a quick break to talk to you about our go-to personal care brand, Everyman Jack, okay? I smell like shit if I'm not using Everyman Jack, okay? I'm always on the go. I'm always doing different things. I'm sweating. But Everyman Jack keeps me smelling fresh no matter what. Whether you're hitting the gym, running around on the weekend, or just hanging out, Everyman Jack has you covered. This weekend, after, playing hoops with my boys, I expected to smell like a mess, but nope, still smelled great thanks to the Cedar Everyman Jack deodorant I'm using. Everyman Jack is the clean men's care brand made specifically for guys. From body wash to deodorant, hair to beard care, they've got everything you need to look, smell, and feel great without breaking the bank, okay? Every product is made with naturally derived ingredients and no harsh chemicals. They smell great. Their scents are designed for guys. They're manly, okay, and outdoorsy. Sandalwood, cedarwood, that's what I'm rocking with right now. Coconut, vanilla. My favorite's cedarwood, to be honest with you. But and even the new ones like Mountain Air. Oh, I gotta try Mountain Air. Best part, they're affordable. You don't need to drop $15 on body wash when you can get something incredible for under $10 with Everyman Jack. Okay, this is the first men's personal care brand you don't have to compromise on price, scent, or quality. Guys, give Everyman Jack a shot today and head to Walmart, Target, or Amazon to pick up your next body wash and stick of deodorant. Try Everyman Jack today at www.everymanjack.com. Thank you, Everyman Jack, and let's get back into the episode.
Hey, Liam. I never thought I'd be writing this letter. It's funny how things change. I'm sorry you didn't like my movie. Sorry for a lot of things. But now, sorry for what I'm about to do.
And then I have to stop playing. This
You gotta stop.
But see, that's fun. See, I do little
I
bits.
love your little bits.
I do little bits for Liam.
We were watching
And
Mystic River.
We're watching Mystic River, which is like one of the best movies ever made.
Crazy.
But then
take, by the way.
what?
You think it's top 50?
Yeah.
That's buck wild.
Well, I mean that 10 minutes sucks.
I know, but
I didn't realize that until you pointed it out, and I was like, "Damn it, yeah, this sucks. This part fucking sucks."
anyways, continue. I love it. One of the best movies of all time.
Liam didn't like it. It made me really sad, so I wrote him a letter.
No, I thought it was great, but there's a lot of silly bullshit in that movie. Clint Eastwood made it. Clint Eastwood's a fucking lunatic.
It's a perfect movie, except the last 15 minutes, the first 10 minutes of those should be cut out of the movie completely.
It's so far from a perfect. It's a great movie. Is it perfect? No, it's fundamentally flawed, like all over the place. It's written by Clint Eastwood, who's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. The guy's nuts.
Get all these.
Get these. Oh, what kind of animal rapes
Can't really
their?
quote Gran Torino.
What kind of animal rapes their own cousin?
Is that a real quote?
From Gran
Dude, I love that. Clint Eastwood that's the equivalent of Quentin Tarantino writing himself into that movie where he can drink tequila off what's her face's feet.
Yeah, I was watching
Selma Hayek.
Yeah, I was watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There's Margaret Qualley's feet is pressed up against the glass, and then there's another foot thing with Margot Robbie. Pretty awesome. Like, he's just getting the dailies back, jacking off, probably hard as fuck. Nobody even knows he's doing this trailer. Emily, homework this weekend, watch Gran Torino.
Gran Torino.
Yeah, get as many girlfriends as you can over to your apartment, get some wine, get some candles, and watch Gran Torino.
Maybe I'll do that tonight.
On full volume, please.
Maybe I'll do that after I chef it up tonight.
What are you cooking tonight?
I don't know. We haven't decided. What should we cook?
Pasta.
Well, obviously, I'm obsessed with pasta. I already had pasta today.
If you had to leave your roommate a note, what would it say?
I don't know. We've been getting closer lately.
You and the girlies? You and the
My roommate? Yeah, we've been getting closer lately, and I love it.
How?
She went to the spin class with me. Also, I just met her best friend recently, and I love him, and we all hung out together. We don't really hang out much outside of the apartment, so that was nice.
Well, that's awesome.
And during the fires, we bonded.
Fuck yeah.
Yes?
Go ahead, Will.
No, I just...
Oh, you were just raising your hand because
you just didn't even care.
I was just being mean.
This is just why you need the buzzer back.
No, I don't want the buzzer, Emily. I don't want to shut you up.
Yeah, but you do want to shut me up.
That is not true. You add a certain spice to this podcast.
A certain
Well, I'm
je ne sais
worthless and it doesn't
quoi.
matter.
Wrong. Your technical skills are worthless, but you're irreplaceable.
It's crazy you got this job.
It is, but guess what? You're gonna have this job till you croak, bitch.
Yeah.
Really? You think
Yeah.
that?
I mean, like, well, no, not like for
well,
sure.
no, but yes, but no.
Like,
Yeah.
if it's up to me, well, like let's say it's up to you guys. Will I always have this job? Would you rather somebody else?
You probably
produce
have to
this
fuck
podcast?
up pretty big for us to be like, yeah, she can go.
Or you just have to fuck up like you do like 90 more times.
Yeah.
If like collectively over the next 2 years, if you continue to just fuck up all the time,
Okay, well here's
Yeah.
but haven't you noticed, Liam?
I think we have to be like, all right, we gotta
But Liam, I used to fuck up way more in the beginning of my tenure.
Yeah, because you were learning your job.
and I had way too much on my plate. So, and I think that our boss realized that, and so he took a lot off my plate. And I really haven't fucked up a lot of.
Are
this
we your
podcast
boss?
specifically? What?
Are we considered your boss?
No.
We're more like an uncle role.
Yeah.
We're
Uncle boss.
We're like godfathers. Like if Edge died, then we'd be your boss.
Yeah. You gotta call us Unk.
Yeah, you gotta call me Unc. You gotta call me Auntie.
Auntie Will.
It's a Gardini guarantee right there.
Emily, I'm your godfather. Do you know what that means?
Angus, what are you trying to get into this weekend, huh? You freaky, sick fucking freak. You animal, probably animalistic. I want to drink so bad.
I'm gonna do what I do every weekend and keep running away.
What if we blacked out tonight?
I stopped going to therapy.
You did?
You did?
Yeah,
Why'd you stop?
because I'm gay.
You got everything you needed out of it. You didn't keep going. You didn't keep opening up old wounds.
I probably didn't get enough out of it.
What else you need to figure out?
Apparently everything.
Therapy isn't just for that.
What-
If you feel like you've gotten what you've gotten out of it, doesn't mean you can't
I was
get out
in.
anymore.
Yeah, Liam, I was in therapy. Liam, I was in therapy. Wait, you like this one? I'm just trying to figure out the punchline.
Yeah.
I was like, it had set up that I hadn't been going to therapy any longer. And Emily had chimed in, and so I was like, yeah, Liam, I'd stop going to therapy because I looked down and saw that I had a dick and balls, realized I wasn't a chick, so I stopped going to therapy. To make you nervous.
He's gonna cry.
I can't see you. Are you crying?
He's about to.
Are you mad at me for doing that? When I'm having,
I just didn't feel like saying this.
serious question.
Yeah.
And you're not going to hurt my feelings.
Cool.
When I'm having
care.
those flare-ups at home, what?
I said, cool, don't care.
When I'm having those flare-ups at home,
You say flare-ups like it's not like it's like something that
What's your
happens once in a while.
oh no, it'll happen, but then I'll stop. But when I have flare-ups, I do it all day.
Yeah.
What's your protocol? Do you have like a checklist?
I've actually been trying to develop one.
Usually you go, cool, that was great.
That was great. Well, like sometimes there's no yes and. Like it's just like a guy. It's a guy with real problems. Is the character?
Am I the guy?
You're doing the character. Your character is a guy who's.
Or is the character doing me?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's like, you ever seen?
I feel like I should be frozen in carbonite and thrown in the ocean,
Me too.
like Han Solo.
I
This
love
isn't
you.
about you.
I know.
Sorry.
Yes. How do you decide when to pay attention when we record? Like, why is right now you're paying
That
attention?
actually is like a great question.
Because like earlier, you're on your phone constantly. You're zoned out, and then some podcasts you're on your phone. You're looking at
Yeah.
I don't decide. It's when I take my medication.
What does that mean?
I need to take my medication. When we
What drugs
record.
are you on?
Vyvanse.
I need to know that as your boss.
Vyvanse for my ADHD.
Let's go ahead and crank up that dosage.
You've had Vyvanse this entire time we've been doing the podcast.
No. I just got it recently.
I was about to say. I've been buying shit off you already.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like.
I
I
like,
mean,
if
That it
this
hasn't
is-
been working.
If this is you on Vyvanse,
I would have. Yeah,
you can't pay attention.
I just don't like the way it makes me feel, which is why I don't take it a lot. But in the new year, I decided I have to take it for every time we record, and I didn't take it today, and that's why I'm a piece of shit.
I don't know if you on Vyvanse is going to be a good thing for this program we're running here. Gotta be
But
honest with you.
I was on Vyvanse on Tuesday,
Let's
and I did
test,
really good on Tuesday.
Let's test run it.
Okay, so on Tuesday when we record again, I will be on Vyvanse.
Take double your dose.
Maybe we all take Vyvanse.
And I also got the episode done like earlier than I normally do.
Well, that's because you were on Vyvanse.
Exactly.
I'm talking about your performance on pod during while the red's on. You know,
That's
Well,
what
it says ISO
That's
red.
exactly what it was last record, and I did great.
let's figure that out together. Because
And people-
Vyvanse is going to make you think you did great, no matter what. It's a bit of a.
Well, no, I read the comments
Okay.
Comments were pretty mean this last episode,
about what.
just in general.
About me?
About me and you and Emily.
Shit.
I don't give a fuck.
They're turning on us.
Fuck. I knew this day would come.
I get it, too.
I've been holding Emily up like a shield from negative comments and just like a windshield.
Yeah, they all just come to me, which is perfect for you guys.
Fitting that all the bugs would splatter against the windshield.
George, let me touch you. George.
Simon. Can you come here?
Okay, now I need to watch this Australian.
Jonathan, I think a
Pull up a clip
Komodo
of it right
dragon.
now.
Right.
Look up George, Australian Survivor, but I'm going to look away because it might be a spoiler moment.
Would you give me an impression of George telling Kara to come over here and watch a Komodo dragon eat a man?
Cora, I found something interesting. I think you might like it. Yeah, look at this. That's Simon. He was asleep and I dragged this Komodo dragon over here, chomping on his head. I felt nothing as he was screaming for help.
What are we doing, Angus? What are we getting into? What are we getting into?
I'm probably just going to work out and sit around.
What the fuck?
Well, this episode will already have come out, but you, me, the Crab Boys, Jack Martin, we're going to watch Lions game.
Yeah, it's kind of a wrecking crew. I'm gonna text Willie Simon, get his ass on board too.
Have you hung out with the Crab Boys before?
No.
Oh,
What's
I
the
qu-
Crab Boys?
I quite like them.
I like. Well, I
Crab
hung out with them
Crab
after-
Videos, Ryan and Aiden meet you. They're my good friends.
Hung out with them
out.
after
Shout out.
a live show. Have you hung out with them
In New York, I did.
without me?
Well, this is when I was shooting my picture.
Oh, when you were doing prom dates?
When I was shooting my picture up in New York.
Did you guys get nominated for that? I forget.
I did.
What'd you get nominated for? Best line delivery?
They were like most epic fringe moment. Like most awkward guy on camera.
Could you hit me with your famous line from it?
Ah,
The strippers are here.
Dusted is here.
This is from Gus's famous film, Prom Dates.
I did a few pictures last year.
Gus, how many movies have you been in total now? 2? 3?
Emily, stay still. Do you count short films? Because you should.
Yes, I do.
I count them too.
Okay, cool.
I've been in 3.
Then I've been in 2.
No, you haven't.
Do you count short films?
Yes.
Then I've been in 2.
Well, I've been in 3 pictures.
What pictures have you been in?
Prom dates.
Prom Dates? Real Bros?
Real Bros. And Everybody Wins.
What's Everybody Wins? Is that a short film?
It's the picture I did.
Is it a short film or a picture?
It's a picture I did.
What's it out on?
Vimeo.
How many pictures do you think you're going to be in this year?
I don't know. Like, I'd have to ask my agent. He kind of figured all that out.
Yeah.
I have a couple lined up, mostly through, but they'll be, all over the place. YouTube. Yeah, I think that's the only place we put them.
Cool.
What about you? How many pictures will you be in?
I would like to be in one more picture to keep my streak going. 1 picture a year would be nice. But if I do a picture,
And what's your streak right now?
I did a picture in 2024.
So it's 1.
It's 1,
Okay.
so I got to keep the streak alive.
Sure. Emily, how many pictures are you in?
0.
Probably 0, right?
I want to work with Marty this year. Scorsese.
Marty Sco?
Yeah.
He's booked.
Yeah.
He's booked out through 29 because we're doing that picture in. We're going to Albania to shoot that picture I was telling you about.
What picture was that again?
It's just a story about.
Family of Wilbuchucky women.
Hmm?
Family of Wilbuchucky women.
What is that?
The Wilbuchucky women. Would you Google, Emily, Wilbuchucky?
I would love to figure out how to spell this on my own.
Just give me your best shot because I don't know. Click on that. Read that out loud.
Ew, I'm not reading that out loud.
Why
You
not?
cannot. It's disgusting.
And
Ew, that's so fucking disgusting. I'm going to throw up.
Why don't you read it?
What is wrong with you?
Why don't you read it, Liam?
Wubbachucky. Zoom in. I don't have my glasses on.
You don't wear glasses. Shut up,
Wubbachucky, a female vagina with canine teeth behind her inner labia, commonly contracted by having sexual intercourse. Okay. Okay, get out. Got racist really fast. Get out. Back out of there. Back out of there, Emily.
I didn't know
that part.
That coming.
I remember I was in Popcorn football. I was in 5th grade. I remember the kid's name who said it to me, but I won't say his name. Anyways, I was in 5th grade and I was on a bus going to an away game for Pop Warner. Or maybe it was like weigh in, whatever the fuck we did, because we never really took buses to an away game. Weigh in. And this kid said, "Do you know what Wubbachucky is?"
Mm-hmm.
And they told me, and it like really disturbed me. And then that kid's dad used to suit up in full pads and practice against us when we were in 5th grade. So that's pretty fun.
That's kind of scary.
He was a judge.
Mm.
Binder's on her phone. Binder, what's on your phone right now?
Literally nothing.
You just opened it. You were like, time to go on
One
my
day
phone.
the sadness will go away, but today, I don't think that's today. That's
Finch.
my David Lynch.
I've never seen a single
Can
David.
you watch The Game with me? It's a David Fincher movie.
He did The Game?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yes, bitch.
I want to watch Twin Peaks first.
Oh, okay. One day the sadness will go away, but I do not think that is today. That's my David Lynch.
Pretty good.
How many viewers do you think the pod would lose if one of us died?
If I died, it wouldn't lose any.
True.
Well, I mean, when I said us, I meant Liam.
Yeah. I mean, when he said us, he meant us.
When I said us, I meant the people on the podcast.
You're the people on their phone.
You're the person watching the podcast happen
Yeah.
and going, I wonder what they're talking about.
What the hell are these guys talking
I
about?
can't wait to find out what they're talking about a week
God,
from now.
God, I hope they don't fucking call on me. Vanya's like in class when she realized she hasn't been paying attention and the teacher's now asking questions and you're like, oh, fuck.
We should start doing cold calls.
We could
on
give you
her.
pop quizzes. Just be like, name a thing we said in the last 18 minutes. Name a word that was said.
Name a subject matter. We hold up a board and it's English or literature. We'll say literature, science, history, or math. And you have to pick one.
You should just have a whiteboard back there. You have to write it down and show us.
Oh, we should get a whiteboard for you.
That would be fun. I love whiteboards.
Now, do you
Who
feel
doesn't?
like we're attacking you or just joking around?
No, and even if you were attacking me, I fully deserve it.
Okay. I don't want you to feel like we are attacking you.
I don't, but even if you did again,
I kind of
deserve
want.
it.
I kind of want you to feel like you're in danger when you're around us.
You feel that way about every woman, though.
Yes. Fuck them. I had a good quote the other day when me and Angus were watching something,
Not really.
and I just released released. It was a
Was it Mystic River?
no, it was Scavengers Reign.
Wait, can we talk about it?
Scavengers Reign.
Okay,
I think
I
you
preach
should.
it so much on the pod.
This we can agree on. Quite possibly definitely top 5 show of all time.
Oh, dude, that makes me so happy you said that.
Levi.
I tear up every single time I watch it.
Oh, what a fucking show! I'm so mad. It's over. There's no season 2.
To me, it's in the category of Severance, where like that first season, whatever happens with it, is one of the best seasons, isolated seasons of television I've ever seen in my life.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. Fuck, dude. Scavengers Reign.
That last episode is
God.
is the most mind-bending, ethereal experience I've ever had in my life.
Every time that show made a decision to do something, I was like, yes, not the corny fucking thing that happens all the fucking time in sci-fi. Thank you for fucking doing that.
Did the right thing.
Thank you for making original choices. Appreciate it. Fuck that show.
100%
Rules.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
And
Yeah.
it deserves it. It is.
I mean, I shit you not. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece.
Everyone, please go watch it.
Dude,
It's
do
my
yourself a
favorite show
favor.
ever.
Get fucking
and
scary
start
high and
tweeting
put it
about
on.
it, please. Tweet for season 2. I want season 2 more than anything.
Please.
I was telling Liam, what is the actual dollar? If I think I would legitimately pay $5,000 for season 2.
Yeah, I'd do it. $5,000 for another season of that. Easy.
This show means that much to me.
Dude, it's so good.
I love that things mean things.
Well, it's just this. Everything else is mud, dirt, or dust.
Yeah. I wonder if Binder would like the show.
By the looks of it, I think I'd be miserable.
Okay.
I honestly love your
And I
looks.
wish I did. Like, I wish I could relate to you guys more on these things, but I
No, you don't. No, you don't. That's
Why
good.
not? I just want to like understand what you guys are talking about sometimes.
You don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Yeah. What the
Yeah,
fuck
I
you
do.
talking about?
Even if you did, you'd just be on your phone, not listening.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to all watch Severance so that we can talk about it.
I didn't realize you watched season
I
1.
didn't either.
I did watch it, and wait, are the episodes releasing one by one or all at once?
Probably one by one.
It's always the fucking worst.
That was a nice eye roll.
Mm.
Yeah.
That was
So,
really.
oh God, I hope someone doesn't make that a GIF. Hope someone doesn't make that a GIF. God, I don't want any reaction. I don't want to become a meme.
God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many people does he need? How many boys? How many girls? God, I need this job. Oh, God, I need this job. You guys into show tunes?
You're pretty good at that.
Thank you. I was kind of fishing for comps. And your apprentice is purple?
My prez is purple because I squinted it too hard.
Yeah, dude.
My prez is purple because I've been squinting it with pliers.
Ha, 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 ha.
All right, we have a very special guest on.
And let's get into a Brooks Wheelan.
Now it's harder.
Oh, I think that was just a slow clap, just an energy build type thing. Guys, welcome back to the Almost Friday podcast. Today we have a very special guest. It's our friend and brilliant comedian, Brooks Wheelan.
Hello, yay.
Thanks for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being
This is fun.
Okay, first question. The obvious one, get it out of the way. Were you affected by the fire?
I mean, I sneezed a lot. Did you guys sneeze?
Still
Yeah,
am.
dude, is raining ash on our office. Literally. It's
No,
piling
I know
up on the
there's
cars.
ash all over my car. I mean, I'm affected by the fire in the way that, like, I have friends whose houses are gone, and it's awful, and it sucks really bad. And I don't know how that lends itself to comedy, and I don't know if we should open with it.
Yeah, I was a strong opening. Go with
I wasn't trying to be funny. I actually was wondering.
taking a quick break to talk about
BetMGM. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM, use code AFPOD and you will get up to $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. Number one, download the BetMGM app and sign up using bonus code AFPOD. Number two, deposit at least $2 and place your first wager on any game. Number three, you will receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets. If your bet loses, just make sure you use bonus code AFPOD if you sign up. And with the playoff games coming up, the Super Bowl coming up, well, I wish I could take advantage of this offer again.
Yeah, there's only so much football left, so if you haven't used this offer yet, it's a great time to do so.
Great time. If your team's out of the playoffs, make the game a little more interesting.
Or if your team's in the playoffs, make the game really interesting.
Yeah, make it really scary. Don't forget, if you haven't signed up with BetMGM yet, use bonus code AFPOD and get your $1,500 first bet offer today. And it truly is an insane deal. And a quick word from Skims. You know what I hate about most underwear?
What?
Too tight, too loose, doesn't really fit well. It doesn't look good when I see myself in the mirror completely naked with just underwear on. I say, I hate the guy that is.
It sticks to my pubes like Velcro most of the time.
Yeah.
What, are they putting Velcro on the inside of these underwear
Well,
today?
you know, what's interesting is recently I found out about Skims. They're making underwear for men. I said, well, you know, I'm pretty excited, honestly.
I know some ladies that have been buying Skims for a while now, and they're always raving about how comfortable their underwear is. So I knew that I needed some of their Skims men's
I'll kind of
stuff.
miss, though, trying on
Skims.
other people's Skims.
Yeah.
Going to a house party, going upstairs, trying on their Skims, trying on their dresses.
Yeah.
I guess I can still try on their dresses. But anyway, yeah. What's your favorite Skims underwear? And why, Liam?
I'd probably have to go with the cotton boxer brief because that makes me feel like $1 million. Makes me feel like the fucking guy I want to be.
It's really comfortable. Comfortable on the package, if I'm allowed to say that. And makes my caboose look really nice. So, shop Skims Men's at skims.com and Skims stores. Let them know the Almost Friday podcast sent you. After you place an order, select podcast in the survey and select Almost Friday podcast in the drop-down menu that follows. Let's get back into the episode.
I'm wearing Skims right now, and I feel great. I was, you went to Joshua Tree, and you didn't even know about it from...
So, well, I went to Joshua Tree to go camping and left because it was so windy. Like, so windy. I was like, we'll go to LA. This is too windy. And got here and was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
If you had to tell a beginner going to Joshua Tree to camp up there for the first time,
Uh-huh.
What are the do's and don'ts of Joshua Tree? Because I've only been once, loved it, but I was in an Airbnb and I didn't camp. So.
No, well, that's fine. You go with somebody who has camped there before and try to get a spot in Hidden Valley. It's the only first come, first served place. All the other ones are reservations, which suck. And it's new and it's bullshit.
Wait, why do they suck?
Because you've got people reserve their camping for like 6 months out. We don't know if we're going to camp today.
Yeah.
I'm like usually just like, I just want to go to Joshua Tree. And then it used to be like when I first moved to Los Angeles in 2009, like you drive out there, no reservation system, first come, first serve, always could find a site. Then they went to reservation system, then COVID. So everybody started camping and then it got full and now it's kind of chilling out again. So, but yeah, just go out there with a bud who's maybe been there before and walk around and have fun.
Where were you camping when you got, was it Big Bear when like there was like 3 feet of snow when you were walking?
Oh, that was, that was Lake Arrowhead and it was 16 feet of snow.
Jesus Christ.
How long were you holed up in that Airbnb?
Oh, like 3 days. I had to dig my way out. Like truly, the trucks didn't come. Like,
Yeah.
I had to like scale a fence, like walk into town to get food. Like it was crazy. I almost also burned the Airbnb down.
How?
It was truly fucking crazy. Like, have you ever had like a near-death experience and you taste metal in your mouth? I have. It's like twice. Where I was like, oh, this is how it's over. And one of them was at this Lake Arrowhead house because it gets snowed in. No cars can come in. No cars can go out. It's like 16 feet of snow. It like destroyed the town. And I was like, we had a propane grill and I was going to grill some asparagus, me and my girlfriend at the time. And it's really cold out. It's fucking snowing. So I just like connected it to the propane grill, turned it on, turned the grill on. Works. I'm like cutting up the asparagus, seasoning it. I'm like, it smells kind of like propane. It smells a little propane-y. There was a leak in the tank, the big old tank. Starts a propane fire, just shooting flames from the tank.
Holy fuck.
And I'm like, oh shit, fuck. And it's so hot. So I was like, try to flip the propane tank upside down, like into the snow. It's on a deck. It's wood. Doesn't go upside down. Now the flames are shooting into the house. My girlfriend grabs our 2 dogs, was like, what the fuck do I do? And I'm like, a fucking shovel. Go give me a shovel. I start like, dude, it's so crazy. Like, flames are shooting in this house. And like 2 days before, a house burned down because somebody started a fire like this and fire trucks can't get there. So I'm like, I'm going to burn down a fucking Airbnb house. That technically I'm squatting in because we're supposed to be out by now. And I'm like, I'm fucked forever. But I'm like shoveling snow, trying to get it on top of the propane thing. Dude, I'm like, I don't know how propane works. I'm like, is this thing going to blow up? My girlfriend comes out with a shovel. I'm like, fuck, just shoveling on. It was like 2 or 3 minutes, but felt like forever. And finally got enough snow on it that it like suffocated the flames. And I was like, oh my God.
Holy
that was
shit.
fucking crazy.
That's fucking terrible.
It was, yeah. I wanted to write a movie about it actually called Escape from Lake Arrowhead, where it's a couple's fighting and it's in a blizzard. They're driving up to Lake Arrowhead. And they're in an argument, bickering. They get to the house, blizzard's happening. And then the woman, they go inside and he surprised her. Like 3 of his best friends are there, 3 of her best friends are there. And they're like, hey, and she's like, what is this? And he like proposes to her. And she's like, oh, no, you misread the situation. Like, no, like, I don't, this is like, not, I don't want to marry you. And he's like, fucking what? And then she's like, I want to go. And he's like, the roads are bad. Let's go in the morning. And then they get stuck there for 12 days.
That's
great. We had a buddy who, I think it was our buddy. Maybe it was my buddy. They were saying their friend was like driving up 9 hours with his girlfriend to this Airbnb to hang out. And on the way there, they broke up and like, still did the vacation together.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They were like halfway there and they were like, well, I mean, we paid for all of this.
Right.
Which is insane.
No, if you've been dating long enough, like if they've been together like a few years or something, you're like, fuck, I was looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah.
Like we can do our own thing.
We have, I think it was another one of our buddies. It was Tyler's friend.
Yeah.
And it worked out, but they were, this guy was like, I'm going to propose to my girlfriend. We're on this beautiful ski mountain, ski weekend, and proposes to her at the top of the mountain. It's like beautiful. They have their pictures taken and shit. On the way down, he breaks his leg and literally has to, like, either she or he broke their, I forget who did it, but like, not like a, oh fuck, let's drive to the hospital, like,
Right,
like
it's
a helicopter.
Like snowmobile.
Yeah,
God.
like, and I was like, oh, that would be a tough, that's an omen.
I got engaged when I was 28. We didn't take, but and the lead up to it was pretty ominous. Like I called her dad to be like, "Yay, I'm going to propose. Can I propose to your daughter?" He's like, I don't know. I go, I'm going to do it. I just thought I should call you. And he's like, and I was like, all right, did that. Yeah. It was like, I was like, shut up. What are you, this is, if you say no, we just don't talk ever again.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, and then went to Hawaii. We were in like Kauai and I was nervous. The night before I was going to do it. So I drank like 30 fucking Mai Tais and barfed all over the Airbnb and spent the whole rest of the trip trying to get her back on my side so I could propose. Because she was pretty pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how bad was the puking?
It was awful. It was just sugar and whatever that Mai Tais made, sugar and rum. It didn't take.
Wait, Emily, pull up this video I just sent you. This reminds me.
Also, where I proposed to her was kayaking on a river, on a Waialua River, and when we like
Well, that's lovely.
exactly, it was fun. And then we pulled the kayak up. We hadn't told anybody. I told the guy. I was like, "Yeah, we just got engaged," and he was like, "A lot of people do that here, bud." Yanked my kayak out of the water. And also, same trip. I had this really fun moment with a hike to these double waterfalls. It's really cool. Like second waterfall, like with a rope swing, and it was just me and my girlfriend, and then there was like this very beautiful African-American woman, this cool little African-American girl, like some real hippie guru white dude, and like the older woman, the woman and the hippie white dude like meditated by this waterfall the whole time, and this little girl I was like, "I should go fucking drown." But I was helping her with the rope swing, but I was just constantly being like, "Are you guys? She's fucking 6." Then we left. Walking out, my girlfriend was like, "That was Jada Pinkett Smith."
No,
And that was
wow.
Willow Smith. And I was like, "No fucking way." And we looked it up. They're like, "We're in Maui." And I was like, or Kauai. I was like, "We just saved lives."
Holy
And
shit.
Jada Pinkett Smith's not a great mom.
Willow Smith, great artist though.
Great. Will Smith, tremendous. And also, I don't know, Jada was maybe a great mom and knew that Willow could crush it on her own. But I was having to help her be like, "Yeah, you got this." She's good at the rope swing.
No Will.
No Will.
I mean, they seem the wedge has been there for a while.
Him and Jaden were off shooting
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda 5 and I was Afterlife. Have you ever seen Afterlife with them?
Oh, is that the one where they're in
the
the
worst movies
is
I've
the
ever seen.
sci-fi one?
Yeah.
And also, if Will Smith was there, I would have been like, "That's Will Smith."
Yeah, fair, yeah.
I wouldn't have to be walking away. I was like, "What's that, Will Smith?"
This reminded me of your story, Brooks.
Okay, cool.
Who is this? What's this guy's name?
His name is John Deloney.
I reckon.
I've seen his videos.
Yeah, he's like
before.
one of those like hustler
Self-help.
culture guys.
Yeah, the fact that he's got a book that it looks like he wrote
Yes.
behind him is a bad sign.
Non-anxious life.
Non-anxious.
Is that what it says?
I'm guessing.
You should be anxious a little bit.
A lot.
A lot, but not. You could like,
Anxiety
hate for it.
exists.
It's an evolutionary thing.
That was brave of you to say that, Emily.
Thank
This is
you.
a brave statement. Anxiety.
You're gonna get canceled saying stuff like that.
Okay.
Let's say some guy wants to marry my daughter and ask for my blessing. I love the idea of saying, you and I are going to read this book together first. And we're going to meet
Jesus.
over breakfast or whatever. And if you live in another state, then I'm going to fly out there. I'm going to meet with you. This is that important to me. I want you to feel how important my daughter is. And if I can't afford a plane ticket at that time, I'm going to drive across the country and you and I are going to sit in a cafe for a while. And I'm going to ask you questions about love and fidelity and your pornography use. And I'm going to ask you questions about budgets and prospective education and prospective work careers. I'm going to ask you the questions that probably nobody asked you. And there's not going to be perfect answers to them, but I want you to know what I expect of myself and what I'm going to expect of the person who marries my child. My child can marry whoever she wants to. Can't do anything about that. I'm a blessing.
So disappointed.
That's on me.
does everything.
I almost wouldn't want his blessing after that.
No,
Yeah,
you
no, I'd be like,
don't
I
want
don't
that
give a
guy
fuck.
to. You don't want that guy to like you. That was not my ex girlfriend.
No.
He just wasn't like, absolutely, you're the best. He was like, and I was like, just say yes, just say yes, just say yes. He was very nice. That guy is the worst person I've ever.
No, that guy. Well, that you'd have to break up with the daughter because that's something you'd be hitching your life to that guy for the next 50 years.
Also, well, I don't think that him and his daughter are that close. Probably.
They were
Like,
at some point.
She's 6 months old. He's planning ahead. This is a conversation he's having about a 6-month-old.
They're gonna read a book together.
He's going to read a book together. Which book?
His
What-
book. His
His
book he
book.
wrote.
Non-anxious life.
What if it's like Monster Blood 2? I just want to know what he thinks of that. Does this scare you?
Is Camp Nightmare? Did the
Is
ending?
this one scary to you? Because if this is scary, you can't be a husband.
Read the Goosebumps books. Which ones do you think happened? Which ones do you think really happened? And which ones are fake? I can't tell. They're not going to be right answers.
That's actually kind of funny if R.L. Stein came out and he was like, one of them's real. I did one of these.
I left clues. Can you find them? I want to be caught so badly.
All right, I'll tell you. It's Don't Go Into the Basement.
Yeah.
All right, you got me.
Yeah, that one seemed pretty real.
It was the one with the hooker in it.
It's one that happened like in downtown San Diego in 1982. Because all the other ones are just like fake places.
all of them are about kids, and one of them is about an aspiring writer outside of LA.
Goosebumps were my favorite books growing up. Like,
Me too.
because you could collect them, and they were like cards, but you also could read them.
And that was the best part. Also, the covers were
That's what I'm saying. I just
Yeah.
fan them all out, look at them all day. Just really in heaven. Once a month coming out.
I don't think I ever read them, but I would like look at the pictures because they would have like drawings on each chapter.
I don't
right?
think so. Maybe later ones.
Some versions of them would have like, it's like a chapter and be like a little picture.
You know the trailer of the new show of the like big fat girl with the long hair and the weird face?
Yes, that's a different R.L. Stein show.
Is that not Goosebumps?
That's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Real
or
scary
something.
stories to tell in the dark. That's not R.L. Stein.
Oh, it's not?
That's the scariest shit that's ever fucking. Real scary stories to tell in the dark is fucked up, and the fact that they put it in little kids like libraries in 3rd grade is bullshit.
Oh yes, this is what I'm thinking of.
No, these are bad,
Dude,
bad.
that third
This
one.
one will fuck you up.
When I was a kid, I didn't even read the story. I saw that photo and like it just added another 4 months to my life of sleeping in the same bed as my parents.
Yes, no, this is like
I remember these.
Of course you remember them because they put them in
I never read
children's.
them.
Some lunatic put these in elementary school libraries, and then you'd check them out to look cool, and then you would be frightened. Guillermo del Toro made a movie just recently, like adapted a few of these into movies, and nobody saw them because everybody fucking hates them.
Yeah, they're terrifying. I mean, it's like you know what also is like this is Courage the Cowardly Dog, where they would put
I
like
love
this
that.
kind of haunting shit in a kid's cartoon.
Dude, there's one in Real Scary Stories that a black dog runs up and down the stairs at 11 p.m. at night. That's all that happens in this whole little scary story. Now I'm afraid of 11. The time 11 fucked me up. And we had a grandfather clock in our house that would strike, and like if I wasn't asleep before 11 hit, that was bad. I would be up all night.
So the whole point of this story is the dog at 11
I don't even remember.
on
I
the
just
dot.
remember at 11, that's when the dogs run.
Yeah, this shit scared the
There was another one that was really fucked up. These guys, they worked at this like shitty place. Like they were like like farm workers, but they were working alone on like far out in some like little house. Mm-hmm. And they were mean to the scarecrow. It's called Scarecrow. They were mean to the scarecrow, and they tell it to fuck off, and they like force feed it bad food. I mean, some weird stuff. And then they were leaving for like they were like there for like 6 weeks, and they were leaving. And then one goes, "Oh, I forgot like my wallet," and he went back to the house. Guy's waiting, goes to see where he's like, "Hey, what happened to him?" Scarecrow's eating his friend.
Ooh, I like
fucked
that.
me up.
I like that.
Another good Scarecrow one, Goosebumps, The Scarecrow's Walk at Midnight.
Okay.
That's a classic R.L. Stein making children afraid to visit their grandparents, because every Goosebumps book, when they're like, all right, it's summertime, we're dropping you off at your grandma and grandpa's house because your mother and I are going to go down to Tampa and just do ecstasy and hang out. And every time they get to the grandparents' house, you're like, yeah, something's off here. And then it's immediate. Like either the grandparents are werewolves or their house is haunted, or outside there's imminent danger. And as a little kid, I was terrified to get dropped off at my grandparents' house just because of Goosebumps. I always thought some shit was going to go down. I was like, this is when it happens.
You know, my like favorite documentary is 6 Days to Air, where they show how South Park makes
So
South Park in
good,
6
yeah.
days. We should have made one on R.L. Stein, how he was writing like 2 books a month. That guy's a machine.
Well, you would think he's doing the Stephen King method of just smoking cigs and doing coke until his body turns itself off. Because
He's still going though, I think, isn't he?
Have you seen like the old, like, I don't know what they came out on, but like the TV show Goosebumps?
Yeah, I remember just being fucking crushed. I was like perfect age when they were like, they're making these into a show. I remember the first one was A Haunted Mask. I was fucking, yes. And then, too young to realize a 21-minute episode of TV with commercials isn't going to hit all my favorite parts of the book.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is shit.
I got the show before the book, so I was kind of like watching all of them, and then I got to just go get more.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the show is when it's over and it opens on him, and he's like, "Hi, I'm R.L. Stein."
Oh yeah.
And then at the end of the show, he's like, "I hope you weren't too scared. That was a scary story. Bad things happen to good people, and that happens in real life. Good night." And just every outro of Goosebumps is like, "This could happen to you, probably." Think about that.
Yeah, I was obsessed with. Did you have a book, Will? Like a series?
When I was a kid, the only books I read were the Magic Treehouse books.
What are those?
But you never read the Magic Treehouse books?
No.
These are great.
Okay, well, I think it's Jack and Annie. They would go into a treehouse and it would spin around or something, and they would wake up in a different time period. But those are the only books I read. I think after this, I decided that why read? Okay. Nothing could be better than these books. Mm-hmm. It would be a waste of time. It would be an empty pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
But I've rediscovered my zest for reading recently.
Oh, yeah? What are you into?
Do you know Brandon Sanderson? High fantasy. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
I
get it. I'm sorry.
I like basic level fantasy. I love Harry Potter. I love Game of Thrones.
You like Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings. So I'm the standard fantasy.
Yeah.
Love.
It's pretty standard fantasy. It is. It's just like it's just kings fighting on a different planet. It's pretty good.
Okay. I used to read Swords for Shannara.
What is that?
High fantasy.
Okay.
High fantasy.
You're talking my language.
It's about druids and stuff like that.
You notice my body language changed now?
Yeah.
Now I'm actually interested in what you guys are talking about.
Did you read the Game of Thrones books?
No, I don't have any desire to, because I've seen the show now. It's like,
yeah, they're great. They make the show easier to follow, but I love the books. But they're so much darker than the show, and the show's pretty fucking dark.
Yeah.
And the final one that he wrote, probably ever will write. He's supposed to write 2 more. He has like
it's 2 more?
He's supposed to write 2 more.
I thought it was 1 more.
No, he's 2 out.
Holy fuck!
He's 2 out.
He's gonna die.
Yeah,
before
that came out in
happens.
2010.
Oh my! I bet he's probably like poisoning himself. He's eating worse and like smoking cigs.
Do you know about how he will? Well, he just wrote some stuff so crazy. I'm like, we gotta search that guy's house. This is fucked up. I didn't even think about this as a thing that could happen. But he's like a big Jets fan, like a New York Jets fan. George R.R. Martin.
Okay.
And he will like write these long like posts on Jets, forums about like who they should pick and like, the 3rd round of the draft. And his fans found out what his Jets handle was. And he's like, I think we should trade Aaron Darnold or whatever. And they're like, write the fucking book. Quit watching the goddamn Jets.
Do you see, like, at some point he started naming characters based off, like, Sesame Street? He was like, you're Elmo. And then it made it into the show because the characters, I think it was in House of Dragon, they were, like, relevant again.
Yeah.
And so there's an episode of House of Dragon where they're like, literally, they're like, and this is Elmo, and this is, Oscar the Grouch. Like, literally something like that.
Literally
And-
full name, Oscar the Grouch.
I was like, what the fuck is this? So I looked it up, and there's an interview with him just being like, yeah, I was like, fuck it.
Out of stuff.
I'm out of names. So
Yeah.
I just did Elmo. I thought
Big
that'd
Bird's
be
the main
irrelevant.
character of the third book.
Yeah, he's like, and after it was canon, I needed to bring them back because their house actually became important again. He's like, great, everyone in the house is named after a fucking Sesame Street character.
That's all. Yeah, that guy just like he got personally famous, and then he's like, "Why would I write? I could be like looking at girls in bikinis." now."
Yeah.
Well,
I
he
get
also
it.
knows that what I think happened is he saw such a horrible reaction to the show. I mean, this is kind of everyone's theory. And he's like, I could never finish these books because my legacy will go down
Right.
with me.
Yeah.
And he's praying he dies soon. I think he is.
I mean, he could just kill himself if you really wanted to go out that fast.
He wants to go to heaven.
Yeah, it's
No,
true,
but then
it's
everyone
true.
will know he did it because he couldn't finish the books.
Right.
He has to make it look like it was an accident.
Dude, he should just
To
put them,
everyone.
He should finish them and just be like, "Yeah, I'm putting these in a time capsule."
Yeah.
and then whoever
After I die, you can read them. I don't want to know what you think.
I'm swallowing it, and you have to wait till I'm fully decomposed and then reach into my ribcage.
He needs to pass the curse on to someone else. Like there was, those massive books, Wheel of Time. Have you heard about those?
I know about. I've heard of this one.
It's like 20 books, and the guy died, and then Brandon Sanderson had to come in and finish the books because he like had his blessing. George R. R. Martin needs to just do that and put the blame on someone else.
Oh
Yeah,
no, because
smart.
like fucking Tolkien, his kid like wrote like a book.
Oh, really?
After he died. Yeah.
Not related to Lord of the Rings.
Yes, he wrote
really?
like the Silmarillion or he wrote like a canon Lord of the Rings. We look up what book what is it, J.R.R. Tolkien?
Mm-hmm.
George R. R. Martin, he's like literally too, was like, I put R.R. in there because
Yeah,
of Tolkien.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
pretty sure his kid wrote a book.
Ronald.
That's
Rule.
sad. It's kind of like Michael Jordan's son playing in the NBA.
Yeah. Well, it's just,
Like,
maybe he didn't. Maybe this is just some shit my dad said that I believed, as like a little kid. Whatever. Never mind. He didn't do anything. I just really believed something that I heard when I was 6 and I've been carrying that deep into my life now. So no, take that out. You don't have to take it out.
no, we'll leave it. Good. We're learning on the pod. We're
The Sword of
learning and-
Shannara. There it is.
There it
That's
is.
the book I read. Anyway,
Your dad just wanted you to follow in his footsteps, and he was like, the author of your favorite book. His son went into that line of
Yeah.
work as well.
I mean, I have so much knowledge that's just a lie that I've never checked.
I
Yeah,
have a bunch of that.
that's kind of what this podcast is almost like untangling our perception of reality.
Yeah.
My dad has this scar on his shoulder, and it's an odd looking scar, to give myself some credit. But when I was a little kid, I was like, "What happened?" He was like, "Shark bite,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh fucking god, my dad survived a shark
I
attack."
mean, he had this scar.
yeah,
I believe my dad genuinely played minor league baseball with Macho Man Randy Savage because he knew his real last name was Poffo. He's like, that's Randy Poffo. I played minor league baseball with him. And I was like, the only way he could know his last name is if he actually played minor league baseball with him. Years. And then I was like, then I found out Macho Man Randy Savage was like a minor league baseball player, but my dad wasn't. I was like, he never even played minor league baseball. He's creating a coolness and then adding Macho Man to this story.
yeah. I was.
Do you think he even knows? Maybe he believes it.
Who, my dad?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It could be scary.
Yeah.
It could be something unchecked.
If he really thinks
He
he did
really
it.
thinks he did.
Oh, okay. I'll ask him. I'll set him down and be like, now, do you know you didn't play baseball?
I was just 18, and I was like, "What actually happened to your shoulder?" He was like, "I was drinking and driving when I was 17." I flipped my car into the woods, and a guardrail came through the window and scraped me.
Dad, that's
And
way
And
cooler.
I was like, "Yeah, that's way fucking more awesome than a shark fight, dude. Are you kidding me?"
Way sicker.
My friend rear-ended this car in Iowa not that long ago. He told me about it. It's like rear-ended a car. Old guy gets out. He grabs like a 30-pack of like Bud Light. It was Iowa, so Busch Light, like out of the passenger seat. Walks over to the like a fence, throws it over the fence. Goes to my buddy. Goes, "This is fine. Let's just go." And then my buddy, who was at fault, was like, "Okay." Just guy was clearly drinking and driving, got rear-ended. Was like, no, not today.
We have a buddy who, like, I think he was saying his friend was like drinking and driving, and not like a lot, but like, if he had gotten pulled over, he would have been above the legal limit. So drinking and driving.
You're like trying to downplay it.
So yeah, it would be a DUI. but he had like
He could see.
Yeah, he had like
He knew what time it was.
I think he had like
He had taken like an off ramp on. Now he's on like the freeway, and he didn't mean to be. And so he was like, "Oh,
This sounds like it was a lot.
yeah, because as I'm telling you, I'm like, oh yeah, it's
and
yeah.
and he pulls over, and he's like, "Fuck, how the fuck do I get it?" And then, and a guy obviously just takes the same off ramp and then smashes into the back of him, and he's like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck." And they're both sitting there like, whatever. Cops show up, they're talking to the guy back there, and they come up to him. They're talking to him about what happened. And the cop's like, man, that guy is fucking shit-faced to the guy that hit him. And he's like, really? He was like, yeah. He said you were just parked in the middle of the freeway. And so like the guy got a DUI that hit him and then let this guy go.
Shut up.
Yeah. He's like, that guy's shit. The guy must have been like way more belligerent because they were like, yeah, he said you were just parked. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, asshole.
Hey, why'd you decide to do your special in Alaska?
No one had done it, and I was going there on a tour, and I was like, let's shoot it. And that's basically it. Plus, I like Alaska a lot. And
I've never been, but it looks amazing.
Yeah, well, I like, I grew up in Iowa, and I would really get stoked when people would come through Iowa. Like, I like somebody's coming through like Cedar Rapids. So I'm like, fucking rad. It's so cool to me. When I was growing up there. So I like to tour smaller markets just because I'm like, and it backfires most of the time. Yeah. It's like a lot of backfiring where I'm like, no, Hattiesburg, Mississippi probably doesn't get a lot of alternative stand. And there's a reason. There's a total reason that they don't, because they don't want it. But Alaska was great. So yeah, I was going up to Alaska, but I'd opened for John Oliver in Nashville at the Ryman, and it was really fun. You ever have a set that goes better than you are? You're like, I'm not that good. That was crazy. Well, I had one of those sets, and then these people who ran this production company, 800 Pound Gorilla, were like, hey, you want to do a special with us? And I was like, yeah, for sure. And they're like, awesome. And I was like, I'm going to Alaska. Let's shoot that. And they were like, no, no. We were thinking like Chicago. And I'm like, no, this is boring. So I talked him into it. Let me go up there and do it there.
Yeah. How long were you there for? Because I feel like watching your stories on Instagram, it felt like you were there for like 5 months.
I was there 2 weeks. Which is how long it took me to write like 5 minutes of stand-up about Alaska. And it was, I'm doing the same run again this September because it would have been 2 years. And I'm not going to film it, and it'll be fun this time. But like filming while you're having fun, as you guys know, it takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
To be like, this rocks, get out the cameras.
It's horrible. Yeah. It's so inauthentic.
Yeah. But there's some weird shit that happened, like truly crazy, like stayed on a houseboat for free, borrowing people's cars I don't know, like saw a guy hit a moose and pull out a gun and fucking with not like a shotgun, like a handgun, kill the moose. I was doing a show and a guy got his phone went off. He's like, oh fuck, I'm on moose removal. Like had to go. He's like, I gotta get a moose out of the road. And I was like, yeah, get out of here.
One of my favorite things is when you caught a fish with your bare hands.
Caught a fish with my bare hands.
Excited, and you were like telling people that, and so this guy was just like,
yeah. They were, so there's just fish everywhere in the ocean. It's ocean, but I've never just seen them like, so they're trying to die, I guess, but I don't know. It's fish, still fast, probably. And I just caught it, and that was crazy. And I was like, look, oh my God. And the guy was like, yeah, I'm talking to her about the dating scene in Sitka. And I was like, he's like, yeah, do you want us to get a little video of you doing the fish? I'm like, yeah, I want a fucking video of me doing the fish. If you live in Alaska, we can't impress them. No matter what we do, they're like, yeah, whatever. I live in Alaska.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of me trying to impress them, and they're like, you showing off a little bit, bud?
It is a different planet.
Yeah.
I mean, just the sun alone, being up for like 18 hours a day and then like not there at all.
Oh, yeah.
For months.
I mean, the people who live there in the winter, like a lot of them don't because it's crazy.
Yeah.
But if you're up there in the winter, it's going to get dark.
Yeah, your brain's going to develop a different way.
Yeah.
my cousin's been living there for a really long time, and I want to go.
What's town?
Fuck, I gotta ask him. I forget, but I don't think anywhere too popular. He's a scientist.
Yeah,
so I think he's like out in that.
Fairbanks,
kind of
probably.
Science?
That's like where the college is.
I think climate.
Climate.
Yeah, and he's like just he's a, what do you call it? Like extreme kayaking.
I don't
extreme
know.
kayaking.
Yeah,
he's
probably
an extreme
kayaking.
kayaker. He does that as well.
Where's the thing take place? Is that Alaska?
That is in like it's set in Antarctica. I don't know where they filmed that, but you ever seen The Thing?
No,
Ooh.
it sounds like it's before Billy Madison. You know
It
my
is.
rule.
Yeah,
I won't
it is.
watch
It's
movies.
82.
That
It's-
happened before Billy Madison.
Yeah.
That's when films started. For me.
Are you actually going on that kayaking trip soon?
I leave in 10 days. I leave to whitewater raft down the 250 miles down the Colorado River through the Grand Canyon.
That's awesome.
And what's your experience level with this?
I've never been on a boat.
Who are you going with?
Some skateboard dudes that I know. They're pretty wild.
Yeah.
Some skateboard guy. My skateboard friends.
Yeah,
Skateboard.
honestly, yes. I know 2 of them, and the other 3, they're crazy, and I'm like, you guys are crazy. So it'll be cool. Yeah, 18 days just camping, no cell service. It's gonna be dope.
Oh, that's great.
That's fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
I haven't gone 18 days without a phone since I had a phone.
Yeah.
It's gonna fix my brain.
When'd
I think
you-
it'll come out better?
When'd you get into camping?
Not until I moved out here, because I thought I hated camping.
Yeah.
As a kid, because I lived in the woods. I'm like, why would I camp? I already live in the fucking woods. And then when I was in Los Angeles, I was just like, I kind of miss being in the woods a little bit. So I started camping.
What are the best places to escape LA and go to? Because I'm a big Bear guy. I like going to Big Bear.
Go to Joshua Tree.
Is that a good starter?
Yeah, Joshua Tree's the best starter. It's 2 hours. You and then you have like the Joshua Tree Saloon there. That's really fun to like have a beer in the
place is
morning
awesome,
or something.
yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Or like Yosemite's only like 4.5 hours from here. It's pretty fucking incredible. And then north, I like San Luis Obispo. Like there's this place called Montana de Oro. And then even if you just want to camp like during the weekday, you can go to Sycamore Canyon, which is in Malibu. Probably not right now, but camp there like on like a Wednesday, and you can be at work like Thursday morning. It's very fun. Next time I go, I'll tell you guys.
Please.
I would.
please.
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, I've been wanting to go to Joshua Tree forever. Just leave this all behind.
Well, it's pretty close, and they have Wi-Fi.
Well, yeah, we would take our phones. We would take our podcast equipment too,
Yeah.
and we'd probably bring some people from work.
I'm pitching this podcast idea right now. If you own a podcast production company, I would love to make it with you.
We do.
Oh, let's do
That's
this.
what this is.
Hold on, let me pitch it to you guys, and I'll give you the proof of concept. I went and filmed it. I went and did this. So me and Carl Hess are going to want to go to every national park and do like what they're known for. That's hard. Like in Yosemite, we were going to do this 5-day backpacking trip from like Cathedral Lakes up Half Dome and then out the valley, then hitchhike back to our car and like record it as we go. And it's called Harder Than We Thought, a national parks podcast. We do it at every national park we go. We get in way over our fucking heads. We record while we're doing it. Then we go back to the studio, talk about what happened, and like throw to what happened in the field. It's a good fucking idea.
That is a great
I
idea.
love that idea.
How many national parks are there?
There's like 58. Also,
Holy shit, I would've
we
guessed
don't
10.
have to do. We can spread our wings too. Once this thing's a TV show, we can go to other places. So yeah. We did. So what we did for our proof of concept, we biked 70 miles over the Donner Pass, where the Donner Party fucking died. We went bike packing.
Where's that?
It's north of Lake Tahoe. So it's like Northern California.
Have we talked about this on the pod? The Donner Party?
I'm curious about this. Emily, are you familiar with the Donner Party?
No, I am not.
What? Go on. What's?
Well, it's
Why
just
is
an
that
interesting
surprising?
cannibal story.
I mean, it's the most interesting cannibal story.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm lost too. I don't know.
Oh,
Do
really?
you not know about the Donner Party?
I don't think so.
Yeah, the Donner Party. It's a fucking Oregon Trail situation where they tried to take a shortcut, got caught in the mountains, and there was like 60 of them in this party, and they died, started eating each other. And it got grim.
Yeah.
Grim.
Grizzly.
So we bike packed through it while we were listening to The Indifferent Stars Above book on tape, which is about the Donner Party. And like we were going to bed at night, like just being like, and it's like, and that's when like, I forget what the main fucking villain's name is because there is one, like who's killing babies and eating them and shit. Like it got fucking nuts.
Oh, like he like started eating them way too quickly.
Well, dude,
Well, they all
were,
lost their fucking minds
because they were trapped.
Yeah.
And so it was like,
Right.
at first they were like, a guy would die and they'd be like, fuck, all right, we're hungry. Let's eat this guy. He's already dead. And then it slowly became.
Okay, but serious question: how long did they wait until like the
months.
first guy being like, "I'm gonna start eating people"?
No, it was. I mean, they were there dying, and then it was like they were there like a few months, and then people started dying, and they were like hiding. They were like, they're like, "Fuck, we're gonna have to eat these people later." So then they started, to put them in the snow, and then they made a rule like nobody eats their own kin. And dude, bunch of crazy shit happened. Like this party called the Forlorn Party or something. They took off to like go get help And then they're hungry. And one guy's like, we got to draw straws. We got to kill one of us and eat us. There's like 12 of them. Like, because they're the healthiest ones that are going to go try to get help to come back. And they're like, we don't need to do that. He goes, we got to draw fucking straws. We got to eat somebody. Somebody got to die. And they say, okay, he drew the short straw. So they were like, okay. And he's like, no. And he went crazy. And they decided not to kill him, but he went crazy and he ran off into the night.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes, he's dead.
Oh, God.
You'd be shocked how quick people start eating people.
I think I would be, yeah.
2 weeks no food, you're going to eat a guy if he's there.
Yeah.
Jerk of the year.
Oh,
Louis
yeah,
Kestenberg?
Kieselberg.
Oh, that's him?
Lord.
So Kieselberg, like, killing babies, eating them, and then afterwards, he gets rescued, starts a business just in town where they all moved.
That could be like a great little TV show or a movie. It's like everything that takes place after this happened.
Yeah. It's
Well,
like,
they all lived like 40 more years, like, in San Francisco.
That's what I'm saying. It's
you ever see,
it starts right there, like after they've survived and they have all this backstory.
Yeah. All right. Let's not talk about that. I mean, that's kind of what Yellow Jackets is.
yeah, I've seen a
That's
little bit of
the
Wild Jack.
girls
Yeah.
soccer team.
Girls soccer team where, yeah, they're like revisiting what happened.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like that movie that just came out, like the soccer team crashing and eating each other in the plane. I thought it was like that.
That Alive?
No, it's
That movie's called Alive,
is it the one with Jacob Elordi?
but that movie's really old, the original Alive.
No, I'm talking about the one that came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's about a true story. It's
Blinder?
I think it's about a soccer team that crashed into like the Andes Mountain.
Yeah.
Society of the Snow.
Oh.
But, okay, Society of the Snow, sure, but it's based on Alive. Yeah, you're right. We were just figuring out falsehoods that
Yeah,
we've...
it's okay. And even if you're right, we're going to edit it so that it looks
No,
like
I am right. This is based on, so type in the movie Alive.
You're asking a lot of Emily. You're overloading her system right now. This is the most
Alive.
Googling she's ever done. In an
See,
episode.
1993. See, it was around the time. Yeah, it's about the...
Have you seen 1883, the show?
What's that?
No.
It's like an Oregon Trail
I
show.
know what it is, yeah. So the Donner Party happened in like 1846.
I think there would be a really funny comedy in
Reboot.
Oregon Trail where it's just, people going up, dealing with, fighting Native Americans, disease, just losing people, but make it like a real comedy where it's just two guys being like, this fucking sucks.
You've seen Almost Heroes, right?
No.
Fucking Chris Farley's final film.
Mm-mm. Is
Oh
it
my
that?
God.
Is it that? What is his idea?
It's two guys. It's Chris Farley and Matthew Perry racing Lewis and Clark across
Oh,
American West.
Hack.
It's the fucking best.
You're a hack.
Dude, you guys got to watch this.
I've never heard of this.
Oh, it's so funny.
I haven't either.
It's
98?
it's Farley's last movie. It's fucking great. Genuinely.
With that being made, I still think we could do our own Oregon
You
Trail.
guys are comedy writers. You've never even fucking heard of it. This is, yeah.
I've never...
Funny Oregon Trail's great.
I think that would be like a limited series where it's like an 1883 spoof where it's just take all the dramatic moments where it's like, like a guy gets bitten by a snake and they have to cut his leg off. It's just dumb. I was watching I stayed up to like 3 a.m. last night just watching documentaries on uncontacted tribes. And this guy was telling a story of he was soloing in the Amazon jungle, which is fucking nuts to begin with. And he's just walking and he's way out there where like he drove up in a boat with some poachers and they were like, "Are you killing yourself? What are you doing?" And he was like, No, I'm just solo, camping out. And they're like, "All right, dude." So they drop him off and he's hiking and he knows like loggers go up there for the rubber trees or whatever. And he sees, and it's been a week and he was like, being alone by myself for a week, I started just really craving seeing another person. Like I just want to say what's up to a guy. I felt weird not to. So he sees the smoke and he had heard like, in this area, there's this one uncontacted tribe, but they don't really hit certain parts of the island on certain parts of the year, so you're fine. So he's like, "Oh, it must be these loggers. I see the smoke." And he turns like this bend and he just is like 100 yards away across the river, but he just sees
Like a native person.
just a bunch of naked dudes hanging out with, 7-foot bows with giant fucking...
Yeah.
And they just look at him and he's staring at them for a while. And he said he just turned and ran for 3 hours and then for the next 6 days moved as fast as he could to get back to the town that he, like, just hopping in the river at points.
Yeah.
And just on, like, this blow-up tube he had. And I was like, dude, that would be the scariest thing where it's like
So scary.
every time you stop to sleep, you're like, these guys are going to eat.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Dietzov Pass incident?
No.
Oh. See, now that's when you Google.
See, I don't know what you just said.
I know you
Dietlov?
said Dietlov. Comrade Dietlov.
It is Russian. It's like it's spelled. Just look up. It's a pass. Yeah, right.
This one is crazy. This is originally when you were talking about the Donner Pass. I confused it with this, although this isn't.
This is right
cannibals,
up your
I
alley.
think.
This story. So this was back in, let's see what that 59. A group of young Russian hikers. So everyone's in like their early 20s, like 30s type thing. 12 of them, I think.
Probably pretty hot.
Definitely. Like everyone's
sure.
fucking at night.
Well, they're
Probably
Russian.
awesome. Yeah.
Ooh,
You don't like Russians?
not since Ukraine. We got a little liberal over here.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, I don't like war.
I stopped jacking to outdoor European shit just to help Ukraine, just to because I can't tell.
Yeah, what's up with that outside shit?
We were talking. Yeah. Side note: we were talking about just outdoor porn category the other
What's
day.
the point of outdoor porn?
We're like, it's always like mildly unpleasant for both of them.
They're never attractive people.
Dude, they're always pretty gross.
They're always fat and ugly.
And it's always a really
outside.
weird looking penis.
Dude,
And they're always so hairy.
there was this Norm Macdonald joke that I just heard about that was like so fucking funny. It was about like bestiality. He's like, I feel bad for the pig, because the pig, he doesn't know that he's been having sex with a pig his whole life. Now he has sex with this beautiful woman. He's got to go back to a pig. He's like, you ruined my life. It's a perfect show.
Dude, this shit though.
Okay, yeah, what happened?
So they're normal group of hikers, like they're pretty experienced. They're going through this pretty rough area of hiking, and it's in the middle of the winter, so it's snowing and shit. And so they're starting the hike. One guy bails off. He goes, "Yeah, I can't. I don't feel like fucking doing this." And so they're like, "Okay, cool. If we're not back, or if we don't make contact, by 2 p.m. a week from now, call the police, whatever." So obviously nobody's ever heard from them again, and they go and they check out the scene. And so the first thing they see is the tent, and it's kind of ripped apart, like someone ripped their way out from the inside of it, which is interesting. And there's like some snowfall and shit, but it wasn't a real avalanche that would have just fully covered them. And so then they started finding really weird shit. They found someone naked, like they had taken off all their shit. Hypothermia, like you do that,
Right.
but
Shooting porn out there.
shooting porn out there. People, just like a guy's
Wait,
foot.
what do you mean hypothermia? You take your clothes
You
off?
think you're hot. Your body just...
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you like you also go crazy, so you take all your clothes off.
Yeah, it's
I
like
had no
last-
idea.
That's insane. I didn't know that.
A lot of the Donner Party naked.
Yeah. Yeah. A foot in the boot, and then like people's eyes were out of their fucking heads. Some people were people were running away from it was a very
Like this story. I don't know why you're like, this is up your alley.
well, it's camping and spooky.
I don't like camping and spooky. I like camping and safe.
Well, this is Russia. You're never going to go there.
Okay.
And but then they start doing tests, and there's radiation in the area.
Yeah, also all over their clothes.
Yeah, their clothes all had-
super radiated.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like there was.
Don't ask us what that means.
Yeah.
I'll Google it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know what that it means.
So
But
They were
he's
shot with rain
explaining
guns.
as a definition.
Someone had uranium. Like I don't know.
What does that look like?
It's green and glowing in the movies.
Yeah, it's
In
in a
movies,
briefcase.
yeah.
A wolf usually has it in a cartoon.
Powers
Yes,
a time
yeah.
machine usually.
Yeah.
Usually.
But some
Right.
of them had died, and it was from radiation poisoning. It was,
Okay.
like, very odd. And so basically, it's just like this crime scene that nobody in the last 60 whatever years has been able to explain, and it's still unexplained. Still
I
unexplained.
don't like
to
the
this
story
day.
at all. There's no ending.
Dude. There's so many cool YouTube docs on it. It's so.
There
fun.
are some good ones.
It's
Mr.
so
Ballin
fun.
has a great one on it.
I was camping in Montana, and they were telling me this guy was telling me, he's like, yeah, I want to be careful around here. A woman got eaten last week by a bear out of her tent, and I was like, Jesus, what? He's like, yeah, she had it coming though. She had gum. I was like,
she didn't hang her gun
what?
in the tree.
Dude.
What the fuck are you talking? She didn't deserve it.
Where'd Grizzly Man die? Was that Alaska?
That's like on the Aleutian Islands in Alaska. Like it's the down. Like also, if you ever go to Alaska, the southern part's the best part. You think you want to go north, south, it's the best.
Is Grizzly Man the guy that recorded his death?
Well, he has like audio recording of it.
cap was on
Because he
it.
dropped the camera.
Yeah, the cap was on it, and they got the audio of it. Him and his girlfriend got.
And then like Werner Herzog's being like, it's the most horrible thing I've ever. Have you seen Grizzly Man?
No.
Dude, we gotta watch Grizzly Man
You should
tonight.
watch Grizzly Man.
Never listen to this.
Do not listen to the tape.
Never listen, because he
Also-
listens to it. And
Well, he like listens. He has it. He's like, Jesus. He's like, oh my gosh. And then there's a whole scene where he
doesn't show the audience?
no.
What?
Yeah, because the guy, the Grizzly man, his best friend, this woman had the fucking tape, and so he went to her house, listens to it, and she had never done anything with it, but she was like, "If you're making this documentary, you can take a look at it." And literally, like you said, they show him listening to it, and he's sitting there, and then you just see him kind of like,
It's like, no one should hear that.
he goes, never listen. Wait, will you look up just that
that's so
scene?
unfair.
I mean,
Put that
sure.
in the doc.
I mean, he's Werner Herzog.
Morbidly, I obviously I want to hear.
I
it.
mean, my favorite show, my favorite TV show is Documentary Now.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
And
so
they
funny.
make fun. They have a Grizzly Man scene where Armisen is watching a tape where the bear comes and goes, "Is that a bear?" Like, and then he's like, "Ah, ah!" And then Seth told me that he had because I do a show with Seth Meyers like once a month, and I love Werner Herzog. I'm like, "Have you ever had him on the show?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Did you tell him about it?" He goes, "I tried. Werner Herzog's not interested in documentary." Like, yeah, what are you doing?
yeah. That's it.
Oh fuck!
I do want to see his reaction, yeah.
You know, real quick, while we're you know what me and Angus can't stop quoting recently is the Detroiters thing where he's like, "Oh, hey, tell your dad I said hi." And he's like, he lost his mind. He thinks he's funny. No, he wouldn't understand what you're saying. And he goes, "We'll tell him what's up, Doc. Thank you."
Talking to him is like talking to Bugs Bunny.
It's like talking about
It's so funny.
Such a good joke.
you Gramblins kid.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this.
This is Timothy's camera. During the fatal attack, there was no time to remove the lens cap. Jewel Palovac allowed me to listen to the audio. I hear rain and I hear, Amy, get away, go away.
Who's that?
It's like Timothy's girlfriend. He's like old, like less long, or maybe his sister.
Is Grizzly Man Timothy?
Yeah, he was like kind of maybe gay, but also getting a ton of ass. It was a crazy doc.
That's what the doc's about.
It should have been called Ass Man.
Can you turn it off?
You can take what?
Now he lets her keep it, but says, "Don't listen." She's like, "Sure."
Julie, you must never listen to this.
I know, Werner. I'm never going to.
And you must never look at the photos that I've seen at the coroner's office.
I will never look at them.
Sorry, but what the fuck?
They said it was bad. Now you know why no one's gonna hear it.
Isn't this audio public though?
I think you should not keep it. You should destroy it.
Yeah.
I think that's what you should do.
Okay.
Because it will be the white elephant in your room all your life.
And also don't, like go over to the library, type in Timothy, shirtless. He's just telling her how to see all this stuff, giving her the tape.
That's crazy.
You ever seen that documentary he made about? It's in like Siberia.
It's Geraldo.
It's like the people that are really happy, but they just live in Siberia. They have nothing. And it's like the happiest.
So the documentary now is, dude. The documentary now is so fucking funny. So he's like, I've tried to do I think it's like one of the Skarsgårds is playing a character like him, and he's like, so I have two projects. One is in the Ular Mountains, where I am, watching this tribe as they shed their sheep for the winter. And I've also been tapped to direct the CBS pilot Bachelor Nanny. It's a story of a bachelor who's into babes and babies. And so he's trying to make both of them. And I butchered it. It's so much funnier than that. And he tries to do them both at the same time. And a bear eats one of the stars.
That's awesome.
Dude,
It's like my favorite. That's like my favorite episode of that show.
that show is so fucking fun. They Throw Rocks from last season was so great too.
It's great.
The co-op, I think, is my favorite. It's like John Mulaney, and they're like recording the songs.
Yeah,
It's so
that's
funny.
like I've seen like all those episodes a couple times because it's I just love documentaries so fucking much.
I listen to Catalina Breeze by the Blue Jean Committee like all the time.
It's a great song.
Yeah, it's
It's a
like
great song.
yeah, it's like every line. It sounds really good, but it's like she read it in a magazine. Like I don't even know what they're fucking talking.
I mean, that show's great.
It's so fucking awesome. What's writing on I Think You Should Leave? Like,
Oh, I don't write on it. They have like a cast of guys that are bringing it out, but it's just like Tim and Zach straight
really?
up like write the whole thing. I would just like contribute it like it was a sketch we wrote together, Little Buff Boys at SNL.
Little Buff Boys
was like the only thing that I've like contributed. Other than that, it's just those guys being the funniest two people I've ever met.
pointing sketches all time too.
Pointing sketches, great.
Okay, I think it's time
To do some cracks.
Yeah.
Let's
Do you have them, Emily?
Yep, I do.
Cracker of the Week. Cracker of the Week. Actually, why don't you pick the Cracker of the Week? We both bring a video and you decide who's the bigger cracker.
And cracker is in.
We're celebrating them.
Yeah, like it's a reward.
So this is like a white celebration podcast.
They don't have to be white.
Yeah,
This segment isn't.
Are they usually white? Sure. Do they have to be? No.
It is hard
anyway.
sometimes when they aren't white and we're giving them Cracker of the Week. We haven't really cracked how that plays out, but that's not for us. That's for the historians.
Yeah, this is just, amplifying hidden voices.
Amplifying Cracker voices.
I just look forward to like in 5 years when you guys' movie comes out or something, and then
people
the
find
backlash of how many crackers of the week you made.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's gonna be bad.
We're laying traps for ourselves just all over the place.
Yeah.
But this
Then you
is
blow up and have to go alt-right. You're like, fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
the money's worth it.
We've been planting seeds now in case that has to happen.
Yeah.
So that we have the option to not lean alt-right, but it's there. It's there.
I'll learn how to bow hunt. I'll get
Yeah.
a compound bow.
Sure.
It'll be easy, dude.
Yeah, carnivore diet.
Yeah. So are you familiar? Of course you are. Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark's from Iowa.
Well, this
So
is her stalker.
This is her stalker.
No, he's
Yeah.
not going to be the cracker of the week.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Well, no.
She's a wonderful.
I agree.
Oh, we love. I hate this guy. We love Caitlin.
Yeah, I hate this
Okay.
guy.
So I
But,
have to pick a winner.
well, it's not even. It's just like who emotionally did you made who got
You don't
more
even
emotions
you don't
out of
even
it?
have to give your criteria. You could just be like,
All right.
that guy is this segment's thing.
Okay, all right.
You want to turn it up, Emily?
Yeah.
But this is him walking into
I
his ear.
don't like this.
Yeah, none of us like it.
You're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this.
We don't want to be doing this segment.
Like a Joaquin Phoenix character.
Morning, Mr. Lewis.
Guilty.
No, sir. This is initial hearing. We are not.
Oh,
You have a right to remain silent, and I expect you to exercise that. Okay, this is just telling you what the charges are. You do not listen. I'll give you a chance to talk. Not your time.
Me, the bookie.
Stop talking. They are alleging that on or about December 16th.
well,
Just-
the last part wasn't as fun.
Yeah. Oh wait, I just want to hear the guiltiest charge one more time.
I'll listen to the guiltiest charge.
Just that part.
As far it is.
Morning, Mr. Lewis.
Guilty.
No, sir. This is initial hearing.
Good morning, Mr. Lewis. Guilty as charged.
That's very, very funny. I'm trying to think of another way where you come sit down and somebody's like, we need to talk. You're guilty. Like,
Charged.
it's an HR meeting.
And he's putting rhythm into it.
Yeah.
Guilty as charged.
If I say guilty as charged, cool. Will she come?
The guy goes, no.
Will she be at the court hearing?
I'd like to address her.
She'll hear about this, right?
I wrote a statement.
All right,
This
Will.
is my submission.
You're in my mind so that I see her. Mire the feelings and throw them away. Someday these feelings will just go anyway. Just drive away the pain, feeling insane. Take aim, point blank and stare. I forgot, there's just tears I bear. I swear to you I will be okay. Instead I fall anyway. This is all
Okay,
I
that's
got
it.
to say.
You can cut it.
I mean, the slide is incredible.
The slide.
And I don't think he's doing it as a joke.
The song?
No,
The slide.
Oh, no. None of this is a joke.
his jackets are awesome.
But the slide is so funny.
It's insane.
Do you have any music background? You ever in a Green Day cover band?
No. Nope.
Do you have music in your heart?
My friend in college liked how drunk I got, and he was like, "Do you want to be in our band?" And I said, "Yep." And then I tried to sing once, and he said, "You're not in the band." I said, "That's cool."
What was the band's name? Do you remember?
It's called Skullfuck.
No way.
Yeah.
Was it really called Skullfuck?
Yeah.
That's a
What
pretty
kind
good
of
band
music?
name.
Indie rock, like 2006. Fucking like, still one of my best friends. He's got a band now called The Trolls that are pretty good.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. But they were good. They turned into Birthrights. Skullfuck became, they realized we can't sell anything. It says Skullfuck on
Yeah.
it. So they became Birthrights. And then I was once part of Skullfuck. I was too hard for Skullfuck. I was too bad at singing to be in Skullfuck. I'm not musical at all. Actually, pretty bad at it. What about you guys?
Nope.
0.
Done.
I took piano
That's why we're
lessons
here.
for a
Okay.
little bit.
I forgot.
I wouldn't be here if I
Right.
had any other anything to contribute to the GDP of America.
You know what? You know how musicians want to be funny and we want to be cool?
Yeah.
We got to stop. Both of us.
Can't.
Just be cool. You guys are cool. We stop trying. We gotta stop trying to be cool. I gotta stop trying to be funny.
I feel like we should just make up a bunch of random ones about that, where it's like, you know how all cops want to be phantoms, and all phantoms want to be cops, and all ghouls want to be firemen, but not all firemen are destined to become ghouls. I don't know. It's just do a million of different ones of this.
Yeah.
You know how doctors.
Doctors are just failed skiers. What? It's hard to ski.
It's harder to get into ski school than it is med school.
I was pre-med, and then I took a semester and go, doctor hard. Doctor so hard.
What was your job when you got out here?
So I finished my undergraduate in biomedical engineering.
That's a hard one.
It was hard, yeah. It was super hard, but I just did that because I was too lazy to like switch majors. I was like, if I switch majors, I gotta like figure out how to move credits around. But in biomedical engineering, which is pre-med at Iowa, you could tell the people who should be doctors. They're very good at school. And then I'm just like, we're kind of hungover, you know, like you shouldn't be a doctor.
There's a big wave coming of people who did school with through COVID and with ChatGPT toward the end of it, and they're going to be doctors. That's coming. That's coming fast in like 5 to 10 years.
That was me. I had my junior call.
Yeah, but you don't do anything important or worth.
I know, but everyone else my age was doing the same thing.
Well, I'm saying, people literally in med school.
True.
Specifically jobs that have very important.
My dad just had surgery like on his foot and went to a different doctor, and like this is like 2 years ago. The doctor like looked at his foot and he goes, "Hey, last guy did some shoddy work." Like talk about his foot like it's a fucking car mechanic. He's like, "This is all bad." My dad's like, "What?" He's like, "I'm gonna have to like re-break your foot." My dad's like, "What?" And I'm like talking to him. I'm just like, "Go to a good doctor. Whatever you got to do. Stop having these guys do surgery."
That happened to Billy. He did Chet. He did a bunch of dental work and he went somewhere else. The guy was like, "What the fuck? Who did you go to?"
It's the worst. It's like, it's my body.
He's like, "He took you for a ride. You were payday. You didn't need any of this done." Chet's like, "Are you going to sue him?" And Chet's like, "No, I'm not going to. I'll just get it fixed."
Yeah.
Some dentists are scammers like that. They'll tell you have a cavity or that you need something fixed just to get the money for it.
Well, yeah, it really is like a car mechanic. They're upselling you.
Yeah.
You wrestled in high school, right?
Yes.
And what was the craziest wrestling match you had? Because I imagine Iowa wrestling's like Texas football.
When I was little, when I was like elementary school, I made the state finals. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But in high school, I lost. The guy I lost to his name's Ryan Morningstar. He's the coach. He's the assistant coach at the University of Iowa now.
Wow.
He's really cool. He's really cool, really good at wrestling.
Have you relinked with him?
We know each other because we wrestled each other like our whole lives. Only he got really good. And then we went to college at the same time. But yeah, if I see him, I say hello. He's cool. But that was when I was like little. In high school, I don't know. I remember I was good, but I wasn't. So like one time I wrestled this guy. It would have been like my junior year or something. And I was wrestling like a sophomore. So I was like, I should win this. And the guy tech faulted me, like beat me like 15-0 in like the second period.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother was my coach and my dad was pissed, because I was good. And like, what the fuck? I'm like, that guy's really fucking good. I'm telling you, dude, that guy's really fucking good. And they're like, he's fucking not that good. I'm like, he's really fucking good. Like, you don't understand. And then the kid won like 3 state championships and they're like looking back like, that guy was really good. I told you.
Your brother's still coaching now, right?
Yeah, I watched the lives. This is how Iowa I am. Last night I watched a live stream that my dad had stolen and shared with me of my brother's West Des Moines Valley wrestling team wrestling Johnston on my,
awesome.
like just last night. And my nephew wrestled. He's a freshman and he was wrestling, and I was like, sick.
We'll get him,
That's
boys.
sick.
Yeah.
Wait, so do you have to choose wrestling over like
Basketball.
basketball?
It's wrestling
Okay.
or basketball. Yeah.
Did you do football? I feel like that translates, right?
No, I'm a weak man.
Well, how are you good at wrestling then?
No, it's technical. I can't catch. I'm not coordinated. You know, I'm not. I guess I'm not weak. I'm just like can't catch or throw.
Okay.
Like bad at that. But I can like, I don't know, grab your arm. I can catch an arm.
Okay.
Guys, we're also brought to you by Ricky. Okay, we're stoked to continue our partnership with Ricky. Stoked about it. The best canned alcoholic beverage on the market just got a little bit bigger and a little bit better. Ricky has 7% ABV, and they've just launched 24-ounce Big Boys with 3 shots per can, which is absolutely absurd. The flavors are all your favorite cocktails packaged in a glorious resealable can. Ooh, resealable. Get 3 times as drunk for under $4. Okay, guys, the size of the can matters, you know? This is a big can we're talking about. And the last time I got Rickied was a while ago because I'm doing dry jam, but I intend on, after this month's over, I'm going to get Rickied on the weekend. I'm going to get Rickied and hang out and do Legos. It's going to be awesome.
I most certainly will be getting rickied on the ski slopes this weekend. You know, a little après ski.
Great,
You know what I'm
great
saying?
call, great call. All right. I can't wait to not move from my couch and just get Rickied.
I mean, I'm excited about this big boy. I mean, the can is literally the size of my face and
Less trips to the fridge.
less trips to the fridge,
Head
less trips to the bar.
rickyspirits.com to find out where to get Ricky near you. That's rickyspirits.com, and follow Friday.beers and at Ricky Spirits to stay up to date with upcoming Ricky contests and giveaways. Thank you, Ricky. Let's get back to the
Okay, Brooks
Okay.
crack.
Here's my cracker of the week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wait, play it again.
So the guy in the gorilla costume literally punched a kid in the face.
Insane.
You guys see his remorse. It's like, oh. You can see, I think he immediately takes his glove off.
He's
too.
like, fuck.
He's like, oh no, I'm going to jail.
That guy made me laugh really hard.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you can pick your own cracker to be cracker of the week.
No, I
What?
really don't respect that he's a stalker, but guilty as charged. It's pretty funny.
He's clearly learned his lesson.
Let him back out.
Let him out there, dude. I don't think he's going to do nothing. He just wants courtside seats.
Incredible.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, that'd be a really fun job to have. I had a job, and it was like a volunteer thing in high school, but there was a haunted train for little kids in my town on this farm, and me and my buddies would like get drunk and smoke weed and jump out at them in the woods. And they'd come around every 20 minutes. One of the best things ever. One of the best.
That's really fun. Scaring's fun.
So fun.
Did you ever go to Disney World out here and do the Star Wars thing? Did you do this?
I've been to the Disneyland once, but it was through Disney because I was doing a voice on Big Hero 6. So
yes.
So they let us have like a person in plaid that just takes you around.
I don't know what that is.
It's
What's
like
person in
an
plaid mean?
expensive thing. Like celebrities do it, so you don't have to wait in any lines. You don't have to do anything. It's all free or whatever. And my person in plaid was just so disappointed that I wasn't famous. He kept being like, Macaulay Culkin was here like the other day. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what to fucking tell you. So I went once, but I didn't get the full Star Wars experience. I guess is what I'm saying.
It's the most insane thing I've ever seen. They probably spent like $40 million on this building. It literally feels like you're in the Star Wars like Star Destroyer. And
You showed me the videos.
It seems like the most fun job ever to be like one of the Sith soldiers guiding this group through the
That
entire.
would be awesome.
It's sick.
I used to
It's
be a
sick.
tour guide. It gets repetitive. It's not fun.
Well, these people are really in character, and you can tell they're kind of adding their own flair.
And Look, you think you're going to add your own flair, but after your 100th day on the job, it gets boring.
Maybe to an untrained actor, but someone like myself, I could create a new story 15, 20 times a day.
I forgot. Yeah.
You did? That's okay. You had no idea.
I was a tour guide inside this cave, Crystal Lake Cave in Dubuque, Iowa. When I was 15, I fucking hated it. Worst job I've ever had. First job I ever had. Worst job I've ever had. I just give people tours of this cave on fucking loop all day, and they're so stupid. They're so fucking dumb. And they're like, ooh. And I'm like, this sucks. This cave sucks. And the woman who owned it sucks so bad. And every time she pissed me off, I did the math. I was like making $5.15 an hour. It was $9 to go through. I'm taking like 60 people through an hour. So I'm like, 9 times 6 was like, what is 9? Like fucking $600 an hour. What is 9 times 6? I'm dumb. It's $540 an hour. So what she's making, she's paying me $5 of this. So I was like, I'm going to rob this place. I'm going to start robbing this place. I'm owed more. So I started stealing like crazy from the cave, like the gift shop. And my trunk was just like, I'd like open it to like my friends and be like, get whatever the fuck you want.
Just 40 pounds of quartz.
Yeah, it's truly just like so many rocks that look like eagles. And it started backfiring because I would give like chicks I was into. I was like, I got you this cool rock. I thought about you. And then like one girl was like, did you give Tiffany a rock too? I go, what's that? And then my mom one time was like, I don't know, like looked at I like had a corner of my room too that was all cave shit. And she was like, where are you getting this? And I was like, they give it to me at the cave. And she was like, if I call the cave, will they say they gave it to you? And I was like, don't call a cave.
I'm just picturing the trunk of your car's dragging on the concrete when you're driving.
There's
home.
a lot of shirts too. A lot of Crystal Lake Cave shirts. It's a real bad place. Do you want to look up Crystal Lake Cave in Dubuque, Iowa?
She does not. I'll tell you that now.
I'm picturing the cave from the beginning of Land of the Lost.
No, this place sucks. Look, that's zoomed in. That's shitty zoomed in. It's not actually that big. That's what it looks like. So I was just.
It looks like a Red Lobster.
I'm just stealing from there all fucking day when I'm 15. Yeah, and then they have these bullshit. They dress it up. They dress it up.
Bullshit cave.
They make it look good.
It looks sick in that one picture.
But it's not sick. That's zoomed in. You can't actually find a photo where they're walking around. See, that's the lake. It's not real lake. It's very small. We need a human being in one of these photos because these are doctored. These are fucking doctored. Don't type in that. Don't go to that one. So go to images. And then scroll down. Let's find a person walking through here. See, they don't want to show you how dumb it really fucking is. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's a tunnel. It's a shitty tunnel, and I'm the fucking tour guide that has to be like, you got tricked, you idiots. This sucks. Look at this. Look at this trash. Fucking, oh, how fun. What a magical time. Anyway, I have deep-seated hatred for this place. Me and my buddy who worked there had a real plan, a genuine plan. I was going to close. He was going to open. So you have to lock the back entrance into the cave. I'm going to go home. I'm going to make a spare key. And he's going to open. I'm going to give him the other key. We have a spare key. Then in the off season, we're going to get in that cave with bats and we're going to fucking destroy this fucking cave. We fantasized about this shit. And then
just like bashing this
I just go down there and fucking, dude, I think about it still. Oh, it'd be so sick. And then when I moved out to Los Angeles, the first pilot I wrote was called Crystal Lake Cave, Nature's Masterpiece, about a family who owns this cave. Yeah, and they're awful.
You should shoot your next special in there.
I've talked about this cave so much on so many podcasts. So much, so often. I made shirts about how much I hate the cave for my podcast. And I was like, has this gotten to them? I went to the cave like a few years ago just to be like, hey, I used to work here. Can I get like a tour? And they were like $20. I'm like, fucking goddamn it. Like, A, I'm not big enough that they got back to them. And B, I still got to pay to go on a fucking tour of the goddamn cave. Anyway, I hate Crystal Lake Cave and you stink. I used to steal from you.
A TV show about a family that just like their small business that they owned as a cave is awesome.
Yeah, well, in the pilot, my grandma owned it, so then she leaves it to me. It's a classic first pilot that you're in, and then I hire my 3 best friends because we're in debt, so now we're all in debt together.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah. It ran for 10 seasons.
What was it on?
It's Comedy Central.
Wait, was this a real show?
No, well, it was. I
was about to be like,
no, it was a real show that we did sell to Comedy Central, but we never made it.
Yeah.
Who'd you work on with?
That was me solo. That was when I was dumb enough to think I was myself good.
Animated?
No.
real cave. They're going to go back here. So.
We did like the table read. It was like me, Drew Tarver, Andrew Santino, and Nick Rutherford were like when I was 24, like my three like buds.
That's awesome.
Yeah, those guys are killing it now.
Yeah, we met Andrew at your birthday party, and then we met Nick in Brooklyn after our live show.
Yeah,
That was great.
Fucking cool
He was
shit.
so nice.
Wait, Emily, look up.
He's wearing the coolest fit I've ever seen.
He was dressed
Rutherford.
in nice.
Rutherford dressed very cool.
Showing off.
He had a pretty sweet
was
jacket.
sick.
I was jealous.
He's cool.
No one was even watching our show. All eyes were on him.
Would you look missing persons map versus cave map United States? Now this is going to be an eye-opening thing.
Okay.
This image really opened my eyes because you've heard about the people going missing around national parks, and sometimes national parks kind of hiding those numbers.
Yeah, well, we'll dive into this with our new National Parks podcast that you guys decided to
Hell
produce.
yeah. So this is it's the groupings of missing persons that really are unexplained and nobody knows where the fuck they went, and cave systems in the United States. So, it raises...
What I'm seeing right now is they almost look similar.
Similar. So it raises the question, hey, is something going on in some of these cave systems, especially in the East?
I mean, can the simple explanation be that they just go missing in the caves?
Or could the simple explanation be like Appalachia's a fucking hellhole?
Yeah.
Could be
A
that.
terrifying place.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like missing 411 documentaries? Mm-mm. Oh, so they're like kind of silly, but they're really engaging. And it's this guy, David Paulides, who used to be a cop, and he does these documentaries about people that went missing, and it's really unexplained and it's odd, and it's always in the woods, and it's just like they're gone. Someone sees them and they're gone and they're just fucking gone. And some of them are really interesting, where it's like a kid went missing and then he hiked 12 miles overnight and they found him alive and he's fine. And it's like, this is a strange story. And then some of them, do you know Casey Rocket, the comedian?
I know. I don't know him, but he's funny.
Yeah, he's a good friend of ours, and me and him, we're doing a show in like Sacramento, and we were watching one of these, and there was one of them, and we were just like, yeah, this guy just clearly killed himself, like went out to the woods and killed himself,
Right.
and they're like breaking down on whether or not Bigfoot took him or something, and we were like, and we were just laughing about like, yeah, dude, like this is like, yeah, he went out to the woods by himself, and nobody saw him, but they found his backpack, and they're like, so there are also gorilla footprints in the area. And we're like, dude, this guy just totally killed himself, and now he's on a Bigfoot documentary.
Have you seen the photo of the like 2-year-old who went missing for like 4 days and they found him?
Oh, that's it's so funny.
Just that face is just like he's never gonna forget what he saw.
Do you guys want to do some characters?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, it's Friday. Traffic's gonna be fucked.
Well, hold on. What time is it?
It's 3:40.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucked. Yeah, sorry.
I know how it works.
Sorry.
I have one that I did
Please.
recently at the Beacon Theater. It's the only place I'll do it because it's if I do it genuinely. If I was headlining a show, I was opening for John Oliver and Seth Meyers, and so I was like, I'll do it here because I'm opening because it's such a fucking dumb idea. But if I'm headlining, I would never do this because you couldn't respect the headliner who did this bit. All right, so you're my family. Mm-hmm. You guys are my family. I'm a French executioner in 1793. And so you're my wife and you're my son.
Okay.
1793 is when the French Revolution started. And I'm coming home from work. And when I come in from the door, you're my son. You go, Papa. And you're my wife. And you say, how was work, honey? Okay.
Okay.
1793, French executioner, wife, son.
How was work? How was work, my love?
Papa.
Goddamn computer's taking my job. It's about the guillotine being invented. So this is a joke about the guillotine invention. There's a different way to do it.
How's that?
Okay, there's a different way to do it. 1793.
Okay.
French executioner. Mm-hmm. You're my wife. You're my boy. Mm-hmm. We're having dinner. And I'm just talking, and you can just say, and you can in the meantime just tell me how proud you are of me. Mm-hmm. And then when my phone rings, go, it's okay. You can get it. Okay, 1793. I just really think that this Robespierre is crazy as hell. He's going to be good for business, gang.
Papa, I'm just so proud of you taking care of the family.
We're going to be able to move wherever we
Yeah.
want. It's going to be so amazing. I mean, heads are going to be rolling. It's going to be so good.
You know, I've always wanted a house in the country too.
Well, ring, 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 ring. Oh, I
no.
said not at the table.
No.
I always said-
Pick that up. It could
All
be
right,
good
hold on.
news. It could be
Hold
good.
on. Go for Tony. You what? Scene.
I love these. We did
What's
those
great
on
is
your
you,
pod.
you have to do the second one with the first one. You have to do both of them together. So if you do the first one and then it doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't work. I can tell you it doesn't work. And it's so fun to do.
That's great.
One of my favorite parts of your special was when you finally get to hear the Pocahontas bit.
Oh, yeah.
And because I'd never seen it.
Right.
So I was like, I am one of the guys that's like completely in the dark.
What's he doing?
And I'm like, where the fuck is this going? And then the very end when the fucking tree tie. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's so great.
Yes, the Pocahontas joke was very real. I did try to do it just without anybody asking for it. And people were like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's wonderful.
Me and Angus always joke about ideas we get when we're either like out drinking or just like smoking weed.
Yes.
Because like the confidence you have, you're going to bed, you're like, dude, I just wrote something so fucking funny. There's one time where I just wrote down guy falls in love with a spider, and that was it. And then the most recent one I had where I woke up and I was like, I know what was I thinking about last night? It was so good. And it was just a guy who gets brain freeze from his own farts, and that's
Oh, no.
And I was like, man, I thought I really had something there.
Now that's one that you read in the morning. You go, I gotta move home.
It's time to go
I gotta
back.
go back and be a biomedical engineer.
Yeah.
I gotta give it another shot. Maybe my dad will take some loans out for me.
Sometimes, like when my career's really bad, I'll think like, can I go back to biomedical engineering? And I'm like, gonna be hard.
It'll be hard. Well, sometimes
kickstart that motor again.
Yeah, a real gap in the old resume. Well, I was doing Cracker of the Week.
I was on a river for the last 18 days.
Yeah.
I've been hanging out with my skateboard friends for like 20 years.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
They're good guys.
No, they're good at skateboarding. Yeah. Will, do you have a character?
I do have a character. Sonic 3's coming out.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
I love the idea that Jim Carrey has to be part of the marketing team, and he's just a loose cannon. He's gone, right? Jim Carrey's gone.
Right.
So this is you are a little boy.
Okay.
And you are his dad, his papa, and you're coming up to me, Jim Carrey, just to get my autograph at Comic-Con, and whatnot. And you drew me a little photo.
All right.
Hi guys, how are you?
My gosh.
Hi.
Tim, this is my son.
From
Sandy.
Eternal
What's your
Sunshine,
what's
Dad.
your
From
name?
Eternal Sunshine.
I know.
What's your name?
Tim.
Hi, nice
Tim.
to meet you.
Yes.
He drew you something.
No, he didn't draw me, but yeah, what is it?
I drew you a Sonic.
Who is this?
That's you.
No, that's not me. This isn't
No,
me.
but it is
Dr.
you.
Eggman, your character from
No,
Sonic.
I didn't play Dr. Egghead.
Who'd you...
What?
Jim Carrey played Dr. Egghead. I didn't play Dr. Egghead. You get that, right?
No,
You drew this of who?
that's you.
That's not me.
That's...
Hold on. I'm not talking to you. Do you understand that? Do you understand this is meaningless?
No.
None of this means anything.
This is just really exciting. I won, called in the radio show, and that's why we're here to get an autograph.
No, you're not here because of that. You're here because a group of random molecules bumped you here. You're not here because you called into a radio show. That's not how any of this happened. None of this matters. None of this. If I put a hammer through your head right now, nothing would matter. The world would move on. Your dad he might think he cares. He might thinks he's sad, but none of that matters.
Why did you agree to come to the radio station?
I didn't agree to come to the radio station. Jim Carrey agreed.
Look, man, we got these lanyards, and they said that you'd sign the picture, right?
Is this Dr. Egghead?
Yeah, my son drew you.
No, okay, look.
No.
Are you fucking serious, man?
I'm young, and I even know that's it's
rude.
This is a core memory for me.
It's not rude. None of this is rude. This is objective. There is no subjective experience to me tearing up this photo that you think you drew of me.
Oof.
I got a lot of people to get through today. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Jim.
Go see the movie. Thank you.
Jim, your nose.
Not Jim.
Your nose is bleeding.
Oh, God.
I drew this on my birth certificate.
Okay, that's it. It's Jim Carrey.
Dude, I really like the picture. Did you draw this?
No, he definitely Googled. Did you draw that?
I had AI draw it for me.
Okay.
How do you do that? I still haven't.
So sad. An AI draw, little kid drawing.
Yeah.
How do you get AI to do that? What do you use?
I said, please draw me a picture of Dr. Egghead and make it look like a 5-year-old did it with crayons. And that popped out.
Sick.
Is he being nutso on the press junket?
No, but have you seen that interview with him?
Yeah, he's been doing
Oh, then this character's completely lost on you.
Oh, he's been doing some buck wild shit.
Emily,
Or he's like, Jim Carrey doesn't exist.
Can you go to YouTube?
Exists.
So I know every word to this. I won't quote it over the video, but this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Jim Carrey interview. So I don't know if you know this, but he's gone off the deep end, like with shrooms and stuff, and he thinks he doesn't exist.
Good to hear.
I think it's just fame.
Can you click the first video?
I don't know. I bet Jeff Bridges knows he exists.
Yeah. He's probably
Adam Sandler's aware that he's Adam Sandler.
Maybe in the edit we'll put this before my character, so people understand what's happening. He's not doing a bit here, by the way.
Say, Jim Carrey. Yes.
What?
I've covered a lot of fashion weeks. This is the first time I've run in
what a
to
bad
Jim
guy.
Carrey. Wait, tell me, is it true you're wandering the streets? You need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're celebrating.
You got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well,
This is so
they say
mean.
they're celebrating icons
It's your fucking
inside.
job.
Celebrating
Do you believe in
icons, boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry? You're one of them.
On the good foot. Yeah.
Shut it down now.
Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And I don't care.
Jim, you got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I didn't
that an
get dressed
accident?
up. I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream.
There's just things happening. And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around. Yes.
So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing. It's not our world.
None
That's
of
the
this is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just
We don't matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
Okay.
What an asshole.
And so
How did I not know that
It's just
existed?
funny to me that that they have to rely on him to market the third movie.
It's also like, when you have like a bad day and like only a couple of your friends know about it. You were like, you were just having a bad day and you were like, fuck everybody. Imagine like doing that there.
It's insane.
Like if he didn't wake up the next day and go, oh no,
Yeah,
like
fuck.
then he's crazy.
Yeah.
I hope he woke up and was like, so mean to that lady.
No. He is crazy.
I think he might be like a little truly.
He's at the point of no return.
Yeah.
So that is what he is now. And I honestly just thought everyone knew that now. So my apologies throwing you into that.
I had heard that he was pretty out of pocket lately, but I didn't know.
Someone should check
he
in
was,
on him.
I'm worried about the Grinch.
It's the cries for help.
Yeah, dude.
That sucked.
Yeah. But
It makes you want to like, I wish I was there. I'd be like, hey, nerd, shut the fuck up.
I wouldn't at all. I would have been like,
No.
keep going. This is gold.
I mean, I've laughed so hard so many times at him going, nope, we don't matter.
None of this is real?
Nope.
He's basically doing like Steve Carell in The Office.
Yeah.
When they're telling somebody was like, nope. Like,
Yeah.
It's so
fucking
funny.
crazy.
It's awesome.
What a lunatic.
Just to be stuck in the sonic time loop.
Yeah, it's Dr. Eggman.
I can't believe he retired, went crazy, and then 3 Sonic movies brought him back in the game. I told my wife I was out. They had to find him. He's drinking on a boat somewhere in Thailand.
They said
it's like one of those shark movies. They got to get him back.
Oh fuck!
He's the only guy that can do it. He is very good as Dr. Egghead, though. I'll say it.
Yeah, he's good. He's funny.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey's a pretty talented guy.
He's pretty funny.
Well, it's not Jim Carrey, but yes,
Yeah,
the man you think,
tetrahedron.
the man you think that is Jim Carrey is hilarious.
Oh, he's watching the back in the morning.
I feel kind like how I was acting as that little kid to you. I feel like that now as like a 38-year-old man seeing this guy I love being. I'm like, no, no,
Yeah,
don't do that.
A little bit of a bummer.
Sandman would never.
You think Hubie Halloween would do that shit? No
Sandman rocks.
For now,
Sandman will always rock.
no. He will always rock, but his mind could go dark.
No, I refuse to believe.
Yeah, I think
Adam Sandler.
He's playing pickup basketball. He's like, I'm actually invisible, so just give it to me wherever, whenever.
I have like my favorite. So I got into comedy because of Adam Sandler. I love him. And then I was at SNL. I did one season. It was the final episode. I was like, need to do an update to stay on the show. Truly, it's how I felt. And like I just found out they're like, you're not doing the update. It's like Friday night late, Friday like midnight. And I was like, fuck. And Andy Samberg was hosting, and Sandler and Samberg had just done a movie together called like That's My Boy. And I'm like just standing down like on 8H, like right in front of like the studio, and Adam Sandler's like walking down the hallway. I've never met the guy. It's the reason I fucking got into comedy. My whole dream, my whole life is to do a Weekend Update like Adam Sandler when I'm like 8. And he comes walking down, and he's like, hey man, you know where Lauren is or whatever? It's Sandler. And I was like, I don't fucking know. This place fucking sucks. And he's like, oh, okay. And I was like, you're probably up on goddamn 9. He was looking for Samberg, not Lauren. He's like, Samberg goes, he's probably up on 9 with fucking Lauren. I don't fucking know. This place fucking sucks. And he's like, oh, okay, all right. And he's like, he's really nice. He's like, I think you're good on the show. Tell the other new guys are good too, or whatever. And I was like, fucking okay. And then he takes like 20 steps, like 10 steps away, and it kicks in. I was like, that's Adam Sandler. And you just screamed. And I was like, hey, Adam. And he turned around, and I was just scrambling. I was like, "You're why I do comedy." Like, and he was like, "Oh, okay." Just having a mental breakdown and like, "You're why I'm here, man."
That's awesome.
I felt so down, but he was so fucking nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Samberg cool?
The coolest.
Dude, he's my
He's the funniest.
We were talking about the Backseatsman. It's like the first sketch I ever saw, and I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
I love this so much.
When I got to SNL, Lonely Island had just left, and I was in their office, and it was so exciting just to be like in the Lonely Island office. I was like, fucking what?
That's so sick.
Yeah. They're the best. Everybody just rocks.
Well, Brooks, where can they find you? Go check out Brooks' special, okay?
Yeah, watch my special.
Do.
It's called Alive in Alaska. It's on YouTube. It's good.
Fucking awesome.
It's so great.
Funny.
It's great.
Some would say.
New York Times said it's great. I will take that.
That is awesome.
And go watch that. And then, I'm on tour a lot. So come see that. And then I have a podcast that both of you guys have been on called Entry Level, where I talk to you dudes about all the jobs you used to have that sucked.
Yeah, that was such a fun fucking
It's fun. Yeah, check that out. And, Crackers of the Week isn't bad.
You don't have to put your stamp of approval on it. Right now, you could kind of clear the air of your
You could
name.
be on the right side of history.
I don't love it.
Yeah, all right. In 5 years.
I don't love the name.
Yeah.
We don't love the name. But we've been doing it for a year.
Yeah,
that's set in stone.
Yeah. Or maybe Cracka of the Week.
It could
might
be.
help.
Yeah,
might
that
help
helps.
a little bit. It might hurt too.
It might. It's actually way worse.
Yeah,
That way, girls can be in it too.
Guys, check out Brooks' special. It's so fucking awesome.
Fun.
Thanks
Please
for coming
do.
on, man.
You guys rock. You're the best.
Dude, so are you. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Brooks.
Bye.